yet another episode of whatever the hell this is. That's right. Some of us call it algorithm maxing, others may call it dead channel maxing, depending on whether or not you're optimistic or pessimistic. Or if you're an insane person, you might refer to it as lettuce maxing. A lot of it boils down to personal preference. Or maybe it doesn't. Who knows? I don't know. With that being said, I hope you're all doing well. I may or may not include timestamps in the description below. We'll see. With that being said, hello Angel HH, and congratulations on being
the first person in chat.
Hello Fixie Pixie. Hello DeQuavius John Dingleberry III Jr., Lexi Toast, Missouri Railroad Productions, Caleb's Art. I just liked W, as you should. Hello Eric Espinoza, Tyler Serena, saying mommy is here. I don't know how I feel about that, but I am here. I don't know if I'd say I'm mommy. I don't know if I would call myself that, personally. But, I might call other people that. Not that I would, but hypothetically, if I had to pick one, I might be more likely to call somebody else that than to be called that. I'm just hypothetical. With that being said, hello Trevor, saying good afternoon, Femyoz. Good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning, or whatever the fuck, depending on where you are. How is everything? I'm doing alright. I've taken a couple days off lately. I haven't been streaming as much. I was gonna do a 10-hour stream today. In fact, I basically pulled an all-nighter, because I just wasn't able to sleep properly. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to classes, and then I'm gonna do a 10-hour stream. And then guess what I did instead? I laid in bed and slept. So now my sleep schedule is gonna be even worse, actually. Maybe the all-nighter is gonna be, maybe we're doing a 10-hour stream tomorrow. And then it's gonna be tomorrow, and then, oh no, I slept all day after my classes. I guess it's gonna be the next day, It's gonna be something that perpetually, goes to the next day. And then the next day. And then the next day. It's one of those things. Beautiful eyes and a beautiful voice.
Why, thank you, Trevor. I really appreciate that. Armpit farting challenge? No, I don't think I will.
Anyways, I would pray to be, I would pray to you, beautiful. You have so much divine power. It is meant to be shared with all. I don't know what that means, but thank you regardless. Hello, Batao Crafter. Hope you're doing well. Classes, college-educated Femyoz confirmed. I may technically be college-educated. That doesn't mean I'm very smart. I'm not particularly intelligent, to say the very least. Knowing things does not make you intelligent.
It's very sad. Very unfortunate.
But yeah, anyways. Holy shit, I was dropped, man. I know, it's crazy. Who would have guessed? But yeah, no, I think we're full on dead channel maxing today. We're currently streaming in front of 14 of our closest friends and family. It's one of those days. If my channel wasn't already dead enough, it's even more dead now because I haven't been as active lately. All right? I keep saying I'm going to be more active. You know what? I need to shut up and stop saying I'm going to be more active, guys. I'm going to do more live streams. And I should just start doing them. I should just start doing content instead of talking about doing content. It's one of those things where it's a nice thing to think about. It's nice and easy. I can just be like, yeah, this is my plan. I'm gonna do the thing that causes good outcomes that are successful, and then to not do them. Because then you don't even have to put in any of the effort, and you get to feel good as if you're doing it. When you tell yourself that you're going to. I'm just saying. Check Google Maps? No, I don't think I will. Anyways. Comments on The Handmaid's Tale possibly being banned in libraries. I don't know what that is, but I think it's fucking stupid to ban books in libraries, regardless of what they are. Unless they contain some, material that would be, worthy of being banned. If it was, it would have to be, something worth banning. There'd have to be, some objective or measurable harm, right? I'm not a free speech absolutist, I'm a pseudo-absolutist, right? So, for instance, I think that things like CP should be censored, obviously, because I'm not a literal insane person. Okay, I am an insane person, but I'm not that much of an insane person. What do you debate? I debate a lot of things. I debate trans issues, utilitarianism, maybe moral realism sometimes, just for shits and giggles.
What else do I debate? I guess LGBTQ plus issues broadly.
I can debate veganism, but that's one of the more boring topics. I'm willing to debate like most disagreements that people have with me. Like, that's one of those things. Did you at least go to classes? You better believe I did. You better believe I did. Oh yeah, I debate religion. That's a big one. I debate Christianity. Taking a more skeptic / agnostic atheist approach. So somebody will take the pro-Christian approach, and I'll be like, okay, convince me. And then they never do, because they never have any good arguments. The book is about a dystopian world where women that could reproduce basically became slaves. That's true. That is what the book is about, I'll bet. And how complacency is bad against a government. Wait, so that's worthy of being banned? Yeah, that's a dumb thing to ban. If that's what the book is about, if that's the book, yeah, there's no reason to ban it. If that's what they're banning. I think it's just like an obvious effort from the right to just ban speech we don't like because we disagree with it and it doesn't fit our narrative. It's so dumb. And what's funny is that people on the right, or people that claims to be on the right, would always do this weird virtue signal where it's like, we care about free speech. We're not afraid of the truth. We're willing to say the truth. Okay, you're not afraid of the truth. Okay. Why do you need to ban books? What's going on? If you're not scared of the truth, then surely you wouldn't feel the need. You wouldn't suddenly feel the need to ban a bunch of books. I'm just saying. Also, Elon's coup. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. If there is any doubt that the government was corrupt, there shouldn't be now. There shouldn't be now. It should be fairly obvious, considering how this shit is being ran. With the position of power that Elon Musk is in now, it's fucking crazy. Doesn't everyone ban books? Not saying the right is right. What do you mean by banning books? The left does not ban books to the extent of the right. Now, everybody's going to be in favor of banning some number of things, like not everybody, like people aren't going to be free speech absolutists, right? Basically, nobody is a free speech absolutist. I mean, there's going to be some nutcase out there that is, but like we all agree that like, no, you shouldn't be able to yell fire in a movie theater. No, you shouldn't be able to, put child pornography on the internet. No, you shouldn't be able to do this, right? Like the things that cause that sort of objective or measurable harm, right? But we wouldn't classify that as speech, right? So I guess if you because there's no political utility on either side from something like that. There's no political utility in yelling fire in a movie theater. There's no political utility in I don't know, like explicit content depicting minors. So it's okay for those things to be illegal. I'm okay with those things being illegal, right? Or like I don't know, like videos containing bestiality. Those should be illegal as well, right? Shit like that. What shouldn't be illegal is critiques of the government. That is the last thing that should be banned. So if there is a book that critiques government structures, that is what ought to be protected by free speech. That is what free speech is for, is explicitly for that type of content, right? Also, are you using a voice changer? Why does it sound so good? It sounds good because I'm not using a voice changer. In fact, I will back up right now, okay? I'm all the way back here, all right? I'm all the way back here.
And I am not touching anything. Hold on, let me back up more, okay? So I'm all the way back here.
I literally can't touch anything. My hands are here. My feet are here.
Like, what am I meant to do?
Like, there's literally nothing I can do to use a voice changer right now. And I'm going up here.
And down here.
And up here.
And down here.
And somewhere in the middle. And up here. And then somewhere in the middle.
And then down here.
And then up here. It's crazy how it works. You want to know what's funny? I did that in one of my classes today. Okay? In my psychology class, I was like, I don't even remember what it was. I remember. So long story short, okay? It was psychology class, okay? And we were getting a lecture from our psychology professor, as you do when you're in psychology class. And long story short, he has a little bit of a quieter voice. And there were a couple of students that were having like a side chat. Now keep in mind, this is like a fairly engaging sort of class where like it's not like you have to sit there silently and don't interact. Like it's interactive, I guess you would say, right? And then he said something along the lines of like, I don't mean to disrupt, but it's kind of hard for me to talk over that. And then I was like, well, I mean, to be fair, Or I don't even remember what I said specifically, but I said something along the lines of, I mean,
You could just project your voice like this.
now keep in mind, nobody had ever heard that version of my voice. People hear me talk like this. So for people to hear me talk like that, and so like the people looked at me, and someone the person next to me was like, how do you do that? And I'm like, oh, I just
Sort of go down here,
and then back up here.
and then, I just sort of do that.
And then somebody asked me if I'm a professional voice actor, and I'm like, nah, I'm just trans.
We're just kind of like that. We just kind of do that. You know what I mean?
But yeah, dude, this is the real way to advocate in favor of trans rights. By the way, okay, you just gotta make it clear that trans people are pretty cool. Okay, if the first thing somebody associates with trans people is, wow, that's like the person that does the cool thing with their voice, then that makes us look good. That makes us look awesome. It's like, wow, trans people are fucking sick. That's why I unironically kind of like the attempt at an insult of like calling us transformers, because that makes us sound cool as shit. Like, yeah, we're transforming. It's fucking based. Let's go. It's like people will try to say it like it's like a bad thing, and it's like, no. That's like incredibly based. That's like, yeah, trans masks be like, well, trans masks don't have to do voice training because they're lucky, and like they don't have to like be like ultra giga non-passoids like me for the rest of their lives. I'm so angry. I'm just kidding. That is like something, dude. That is like a real thing that like is like that is sort of like, it is generally the case that trans men have an easier time passing in a shorter amount of time than trans women on average. At least that's what I believe to be the case. No, that's definitely the case, because testosterone is fucking powerful. That's some strong ass shit. Once you have the deep voice and the facial hair, like, unless somebody sees that you have titties, if you're a trans guy, like, I don't know. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to notice, And then once you get top surgery, it's like, oh fuck, nobody's gonna be able to tell unless they, like, I don't know, pull your pants down, which is illegal. That's a crime. You can't do that. But yeah, imagine I donate $10,000. If only you did that, so I didn't have to imagine. What are you wearing? I'm wearing clothes. What are you wearing? We still do voice training a lot of the time. But yeah, we take shorter to pass sometimes. That's true. I'm not going to say trans guys don't do voice training, especially early on. I will say that trans guys definitely have to do... They don't have to, but a lot of them do, right? Because what I noticed with a lot of trans guys is when they're early on T, like in the early days of going on T, they sort of have like they have like a very specific way of speaking that like they're used to, because they're used to having like a voice that's considered feminine, I guess. So they're used to using it in a certain way.
So, like, you might notice that, like, a lot of them sort of talk like this. And the reason for that is because they don't know how to decrease the resonance, or they haven't figured it out yet. So if you ever have, like, talked to, like, a trans guy that is, like, however many months on T, maybe they're less than a year on T, or like they're a year on T, but they haven't really done any voice training, they might sound like this. And the reason for that is because the resonance is going to be the same as it was before HRT, because they didn't do anything to change the resonance.
So yeah, so they didn't do anything so the reason for that is they wouldn't do anything to decrease the resonance, right?
So it kind of sounds like this, right?
Whereas if I sort of open my mouth a little bit more, and like it's like fuller and more with my chest, it's like a little bit different. Whereas if my voice is higher, then it doesn't sound right. So like that's why people generally people will talk differently depending on what their voices sound like. Like, we intuitively have some sense for what resonance we should use on the basis of how deep and how much weight our voice has. Like, these things are very interconnected. And this is why, for me, I struggle to explain voice training to people, because at the end of the day, you can isolate the variables, and I think that there's a use for that. There's definitely a use for that. You should know what the variables are, but it is important. It is fundamental to understand the way that they work in conjunction with each other. These aren't just isolated variables in a vacuum, right? And it is useful to know the difference between them and to be able to do them individually if you can as well.
But what's more important than that is being able to do them all at the same time and understanding how they correspond with each other. There's almost like an equilibrium point between the different variables, the resonance, the pitch, the weight, all that shit, right? Otherwise, the voice is going to sound weird. Just taking an hour a day to talk softer can do wonders. Yeah, well, it's not just talking softer. There's more to it than that.
Right? Like, I can talk like this, or I can talk like this, and this is, like, softer, but this still has, like, a lot of weight, and is deeper, and has, like, lower resonance, right? So maybe I decrease weight a little bit.
So, yeah, there's more to it than making it soft. Now, soft is a good start. If you're trying to make your voice more femme, it's a good start. But there's more to it than that. Now, part of it is because I'm isolating the variables. I love your hair, by the way. Thank you. You look like a Fiverr date. What the fuck does that mean? Should I start doing Fiverr dates? Would I be successful? But yeah. Trans men have it so easy because male puberty causes more growth and female puberty, and that growth is irreversible. Yeah, that's fair. I would say on average, yeah. In terms of passing, at least. And social accept. I feel like trans men are more socially accept. You know what? No, am I being misandrist? Men have it so easy. Is that misandrist? To be fair, I feel like trans men have it easier than trans women by a lot. Dude, okay. Is that a hot take? I feel like it's kind of true. Trans men just get ignored a lot. Yeah. No, it's definitely not easy to be a trans man. I think that trans men get erased. A lot. And I do think that I think that's kind of difficult because trans men, I think that the big thing for trans men in a lot of cases is like chest dysphoria or like, or just like not wanting boobs, right? That's like a big thing for a lot of trans men. I mean, some trans men don't care. But I think that like most, or at least like a good amount, like do really care about that. And like, that's like a huge point of dysphoria. So like for them, like if they've gone through the female puberty and they have dysphoria, like they necessarily are probably gonna have to get like some sort of surgery to like mitigate that. Whereas with trans women, a lot of the time, you might just end up getting lucky and just, it's sort of like, yeah, I don't really need surgery. I could get face femme, I could get, whatchamacallit, I could get breast aug, etc. But it's like, it's not that top surgery is necessary for trans men or anything, but like it's not always necessary. It's not always necessary to remove dysphoria to get top surgery for a trans guy either. But I feel like it's less likely to be the case that a trans woman will need facial feminization surgery to not have dysphoria or something like that. Then I don't know. It's hard. It's difficult. It's difficult to compare. I don't know. Look, here's the thing. I don't know what it's like to be a trans guy. So I might just be like completely undermining how bad it is to have like unwanted tits, because I don't know what it's like. I've only known what it's like to want tits, not to not want tits. But yeah. It's not necessary, but definitely helpful mentally. Yeah. How have you been, lovely? I've been doing well, Lilith. I hope you're doing well. Your hair looks great today. Thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't do anything with it. I just brushed it very briefly. But yeah. Let's just say I didn't give very much sleep, though. It's very sad. As a trans man, I wasn't erased. I was never here. The right says that trans people don't exist and exist at the same time, so I live in the void. That's true. We are, it's like, we're Schrodinger's, it's Schrodinger's transgenderism. We both exist and don't exist at the same time. Sorry for not being able to talk. I've been busy. No worries. It's okay. It's okay to not be able to talk. Why did you go trans? In order to maximize human happiness. What can I say? Hey girl. Hello, Skylar the Unicorn. Very good to see you again. Anyways, 103 degrees at least. Whether the take is hot or not is not a matter of relativity and perspective. A Sahara dweller would find it mild, and Alaska might melt. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe I can help fix your sleep tonight. Yeah, that's true. We gotta fix my sleep schedule at some point. I don't know. I pulled an all-nighter, but then I took like a bunch of naps today. It's kind of fucked. So, I don't know. I don't know where I stand in the sleeping department tonight. We'll see. Happiness maxing confirmed. Exactly. It's like happiness maxing. It's awesome. It's awesome how that works. Guess who's got 5 performances in a row this week? Is it you, the Berber? Did you get 5 performances in a row this week? The NyQuil nap? Dude, yeah, I'll have to take a NyQuil. And I think I do have a specific medication for sleeping. I need to remember to take that every night. I haven't been taking that every night. I just remember that I have that. I don't remember what it's called, but it like starts with a T, I think. I don't know. I think it's a medication that starts with a T. It's like it's one that like works as like it can function as an antidepressant as well. But it's mainly used for sleeping, I think. Or I think it does both. I don't know. And it's one that you yeah, so welcome back, MTY5. Good to see you again. No, it's not T blockers. It's something to help with sleep. Spironolactone makes you pee a lot. It doesn't make you eepy sleepy. Hello, Tia. Good to see you again. You're taking Ambien? No, I said it started with the letter T. I don't remember what it is. It's like, I don't know what it is. I pulled an all-nighter because my mom yelled at me so loud my ears were ringing for like an hour. I might have tinnitus. Damn. Yeah, that's not good if you have tinnitus. I'm very sorry to hear that. Love your humor. Let's go. Tramadol? No, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. Cannot think of a Z drug that starts with T. No, it wouldn't be, what do you mean Z drug? It's like a drug for like that can be used for both sleeping and as an antidepressant that starts with the letter T. I don't remember what it is. My brain keeps wanting to say trapezoid, but I know that's not correct. I know it's not called trapezoid, obviously. Did you know that you can get prescribed smokes if you have tinnitus because it can serve as a distraction? No, because I don't have tinnitus, so I don't know that. I hope you get some real help. I pray for you. Damn, that's crazy. I hope you get help from an English teacher. Then maybe your spelling and grammar will improve drastically. Anyways. No, it's not zolpidem tartrate. No, it literally just starts with a T. Yeah, trazodone. I think it's trazodone. I think it might be trazodone. I think. Temazepam? I don't think it's that. I think it's trazodone. I think it's trazodone, if I'm not mistaken. I think Josh got it correct. I literally take trazodone to go to sleep, lol. Yeah, I think I got prescribed that. I think that's what I got prescribed recently. Trazodone. And you can take like 1 to 3, right? Yeah. So it's like, it's an antidepressant, but you can also use it for sleep. Yeah, so sleep use, blocking these receptors. Okay, so here's what it says, okay? So in terms of trazodone, these drugs work by blocking the receptors of the neurotransmitter oroxin, also known as hypocretin. As oroxin is an important wake-promoting neurotransmitter, blocking these receptors promotes sleep. And then like if you look here, according to Mayo Clinic, it's used to treat depression. It is thought to work by increasing the activity of serotonin in the brain. Trazodone is an antidepressant, so yeah, it would function as both. Yeah, it would definitely function as both. It knocks me out every time I take it. Yeah, I've taken it a couple times. It's just, for me, whenever I start a new medication, it gets really difficult. It's really difficult to get into the habit of taking it consistently. Like, once I get into the habit of doing it on a consistent basis, it's not an issue, right? I think that the one that I've been on for a while that, like, is difficult for me to take consistently is Adderall, because I explicitly go out of my way to take days off and to, like, not take it unless I need it, because, like, because I don't want to, like, become, like, not immune to it, but, if you take it too much, then you, gain too much of a tolerance, then it doesn't do as much, and I want to avoid building a tolerance. I mean, once you build a tolerance, like, it's not, like, that big of a deal. You can just, like, you can literally just stop taking it, and then, like, it's fine, and you unbuild the tolerance. Hey, thank you, MTY5, you beautiful fucking bastard, for the $10, saying life the last 3 weeks sucked, and had an anxiety attack on the freeway. Thought it was having a heart attack. Anyways, here's the money and stuff. Thank you very much. Feel free to request donor awards in the description. 2 Skirt Go Spinnies or me purring to the mic. Whatever you want. Yeah, trapezoids. Yeah, that's true. Melatonin may go hard. I tried melatonin. I remember buying melatonin gummies. And like, I would have one of them. And I would be just as awake. And then I'd have 2 of them the next night. And I'd be just as awake as I normal. I'd have 3 of them. I'd have 4 that didn't do anything. I don't know why. It didn't do anything for me. Do the thing? What thing? Do you mean say the thing or do the thing? You gotta be a little bit more specific than that, empty Wi-Fi. You've gotten too complacent. You're like a liberal. You've become like a liberal. Do the thing and spinny. Do you mean say the thing that you make me say? Okay, fine. I'm a subby bratty bottom with a tiny dong. There. I say, only because you paid me money, okay? That's what you always make me say. I don't know why. Does it never get old? And 2 Skirt Go Spinnies. Okay. Anyways, with that being said.
Chat.
This is my outfit for anybody that was wondering. So yeah, this one right here is a certified hood classic to say the very least, alright? All my homies love this outfit, okay? This is a Femyoz classic now. I'll do an extra one. Ooh, that made me dizzy. Oh no. Yeah, you got an extra one because I'm feeling generous. W fit, hell yeah. I need it. Don't we all? I have halted that outfit. Huh? Do you mean you... Oh, you have half the outfit. Okay, that makes more sense. Which half do you have? The choker and the thigh highs? I feel like those would be the most common. And then you don't have the top of the skirt. Or maybe you have the bottom half. Or you maybe have the top half. I don't know. Oh, hey, double spin. Well done. Thank you, Bedlam Son. I very much appreciate that. Hot Yos, thank you. So cute. I'm not even trying to be cute when I do that. I just sort of do the thing that is requested of me. Do you know what TS is? No. Anyways. Show boobs is crazy. What if I don't show my boobs? Where do you get your outfits? Amazon? That's one of the places I get it from. I mean, I'm not like somebody that's like... Chat? Hello? Chat? Oh my god. Why did it just lag out? What the hell just happened? We lost all our concurrence. That's so sad. Did Femyoz say the N-word? Yeah. Dude, we got the circle of death. No. So anyways, the last thing I was responding to is, where do you get your outfits? Amazon? I get them from Amazon, Shein, and Temu. I guess I don't get entire outfits all at once. I mean, I do and I don't. Like, I don't really, like, when I buy clothes, I don't really buy, like, one outfit in mind. I just sort of, like, am like, oh, this would go well with, like, all this, like, stuff that I have and this other stuff that I'm buying. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, I don't, like, have money for, like, super expensive clothing. You're adorable. Nuh-uh. You're a pretty girl. You're so sweet. Show boobs is crazy. And then we've got the Lagios. Goodbye, internet. Does Amazon ship a boba tea? I have no idea. Probably not. No Wi-Fi-os. That Bargo, you spin my right round, baby, right round. Sorry. You're back. How delayed. Sorry, I was behind in chat for a second. What the freak? Audio is lagging. Wait, it is? It shouldn't be. That's not good. Audio should not be lagging. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Did you donate to yourself? I did not donate to myself. You know, if you can believe that. Yeah, spinning leading to the spinning circle. If that was the case, I would never do that as a donor award. Actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. I'd be like, you know what? I'll do it. It'll lag the stream. But if I get this amount of money, you know what? I'll do it anyway. You know. But yeah, hello, SS Caro. Hope you're doing well. I like the heart symbol in the middle of your choker. Hell yeah. But yeah, you're cuter than a puppy cuddling with a kitten. You guys are too sweet. That's not true at all. You have such healthy hair. Thank you. Dude, I used to have, like, the most unhealthy hair. Not the most unhealthy, but, like, it was bad. I did not take proper care of it. Now, part of it was because I was a swimmer. But, like, part of it was also because I was lazy and dysphoric and just didn't care. Why is Scott Wakefield telling me to show boobs? Jesus Christ. Do you like random... What is that? Ash Vanilla. Is that weeb shit? You're cuter than a dead rat? That's probably true. I can get behind that. I agree with that. You're probably not wrong about that. Blonde, yes, that's true. Do you wear lip gloss or is that natural? I'm wearing lip gloss right now. I put it on at the start of stream. Anyways, well, like, if you search for my old channel, you know, I have to search by channel. It's so annoying. Hey, thank you, Skylar the Unicorn, for the $2, you beautiful fucking bastard, saying you're a damn cute-ass bottom. Well, first of all, I'm not a bottom, and secondly, thank you. But yeah, how long did it take to grow? I guess I've been growing it out for 2 years now. I've been growing it out for 2 years. Yeah. Which is pretty epic. Pretty epic. The last time I got a haircut was 2 years ago. Hold on, what was... Yeah, let me show a video. Not a bottom for $2, she isn't. Exactly, I don't have to admit to it. I have to read the message out loud still. But I don't have to agree to it. Look up Hatsune Miku and listen to her music. I don't wanna listen to music. Femyoz has agreed that she's a soft top. You know what? I'll go with that. Cause why not? But yeah, if you like look at my old content or whatever. Like if I search Femyoz, you know, me, yours truly. Your hair looks dried up. Does it? Dude, people were saying that my hair was looking good. But if we sort by oldest, the most recent time, yeah, so this video, how to come out as a femboy, it was right after, or like not long after I got my most recent haircut. And that was in December of 2022. December 28th of 2022. So, barely over 2 years ago, but still over 2 years ago nonetheless. And this is what I looked like.
Before coming out as a femboy, it's really important to address the following 3 questions. What makes a femboy a femboy?
My hair actually looked better like this than when I started overusing product. There was like an era where I would like overuse product and then I would like I was shampooing it every day. I mean, I was doing that before. I was doing that here as well. But like I wasn't like using a shit ton of product. I didn't use any product. And this actually looked better than when I was using too much product.
Are you a femboy? And should you come out as a femboy? Well, today we're going to be...
It's way brighter now. My hair isn't brighter. The lighting is brighter. It's like... Yes, technically, I mean, I guess on your screen, maybe it is. Like, my skin would also be brighter by that standard. I haven't gotten any whiter. You know, I was just as sun-deprived back then as I am now. But
answering all 3 of these questions. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show.
I'm better at speaking during a live stream than I was back then in a video. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, holy shit. What's funny is that I was, like, really not used to talking off the cuff and not having prepared whatever the fuck it is I wanted to say. Like, if you watch my old content on the Lyrios channel, you'll notice a lot of the time I'm talking about, like, whatever the fuck. It's usually me playing a character, though, right? It's me playing a character, and I've prepared ahead of time what I'm going to say, and I say it a bunch of times until I get it perfect, so I'm super confident, right? And this is me doing everything in one take. Like, it's, so this was really, really awkward for me at the time. Like, it was really difficult to record these. And now it's like I can live stream, and I'm infinitely more confident now than I was recording this.
For those of you who don't have eyes, or who didn't watch my last...
You were a baby in those clips, don't be mean to that himbo, please. I'm not being mean, I'm just saying that, like, I've improved a lot. I'm being nice to current me. I'm not saying that this version of me is bad at making content. I'm saying current me is good at making content, you know? It's like a positive thing.
Video. I am in a new location. Why, you may be asking? Basically, I just had some, like... Okay, I still have mental health issues.
Gee golly, who would have guessed? Femyoz having mental health issues and expressing them on the Femyoz YouTube channel? Keep in mind, this was back in an era where I would overshare constantly. Not even just in live streams, but also in my content.
So I took a medical withdrawal. Yeah, I went through PHP, part-time hospitalization. Now I'm in IOP, I forgot what.
Dog, you're making a video called How to Come Out as a Femboy. You're talking about how you went into a part-time hospitalization program for the intro. I kid you not. I am really autistic, holy shit.
IOP even stands for.
Like people say that I get too sidetracked when I do these live streams, okay? But I'm fairly on topic, all things considered. Compared to what I used to be like, you know, I think I'm fairly on topic. Look, okay, part-time hospitalization doesn't sound as bad. Or, sorry, it isn't as bad as it sounds, is what I meant to say. Here's this cute little lesbian. Who, this person? That's me. That's past me.
It's basically just like group therapy stuff. It's not actually like anything like too serious, so.
To be fair, you have to be pretty fucking mentally ill to get there. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. There's nothing wrong with being completely mentally ill. Well, I mean, it's something you would address. It's not a moral failing, though. It doesn't make you a bad person. It's not like something to be ashamed of, you know? It's something to wear as a badge of honor.
Like, I'm fine. It's not like I'm just like suicidal or anything.
Also, I'm not sure if referring to past you as a himbo is objectively transphobic. No, I wouldn't say it is, because you're talking about a version of me that didn't even know that they were trans. Like, I didn't know I was trans back then. Now, ultimately, the way that I view it is, yeah, that's like a girl pretending to be a guy, in retrospect, but even back then, I didn't know that that was the case, and I could understand why, like, okay, like, I'm, like, calling myself a guy back then and presenting myself that way. Like, it's perfectly understandable that you would, you know.
Or anything, like, I mean, like, for the most part. But, anyways, this video is not about me. This video is how to come out as a femboy. So
That's true.
I don't want to waste any more of your time. But yes, I took a medical withdrawal from college, if anybody is wondering. So,
To be fair. Well, I mean, the video got 6K views, so maybe I did have an well.
So first off, what makes a femboy a femboy?
You know, what's funny is I could have kept doing, like, the femboy content, and my channel would probably be more successful than it is now. Like, if I had just stuck to this one niche, like, I'd probably be, like, more successful, but I didn't do that. I couldn't fucking do that. I had to get sucked back into politics and commentary. Well, I got sucked well, to be fair, I pushed my channel in the direction of politics. I had never done that before, but I had to get sucked back into the commentary community and talk about YouTube drama slop. And now my channel is an incoherent mess.
Well, honestly, I don't know. There's no
Who cares? Being yourself is more important. I absolutely agree. I couldn't agree more. I would rather not cover femboy stuff for the rest of my life. You know? Me personally. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, like, if I still marketed myself as a femboy and, like, I made videos like this, like how to come out as a femboy, how to become a femboy, how to dress like a femboy, and, like, just, like, kept making those videos. Like, those videos did well. Those videos were good. Like, in terms of the views they got, and they were really easy to make. But I don't know. There's only so much that I can do that hasn't already been done. And, like, keep in mind, the reason that I was making those videos, the reason I was passionate at the time, is because I was figuring shit out myself. I was figuring out how to become a femboy myself. And once I figured it out, I was proud of myself, and I'm passionate about it. And it's like, yeah, I did this thing. You know, I went out of my way to you know, become more confident in my own skin and wear whatever the fuck I want and you know, do all this stuff that was very intimidating at first. And here's how you can do it as well, right? But it's like, that's so far removed from me now. It's like, yeah, of course I shave my legs. No fucking shit. When have I not done? I've always done that, actually. You know? And it's like, well, goddamn. No, I feel that since I used to be one too. I feel that so bad, yeah. And it's like, but that's the thing, is like, I'm not somebody that's ever gonna get stuck in one niche, I don't think. Which might be to my detriment, or it might allow me to thrive long term. We'll see. But here's the thing about, like, the thing about this style of content, like the how to become a femboy shit. That's like, if you do it in a way that's, like, super entertaining, then, like, maybe you could get some audience that stays, that likes your personality. But, like, for the most part, people are just, like, looking for information, mostly. So, like, this wasn't something that, like, grew my channel that much. I mean, it did and it didn't.
Fine line. You don't just, like, oh, well, you only have, like, thigh high, so you're not a femboy. But as soon as you put on the skirt or the maid outfit, you're a fucking femboy. Like,
yeah. I do, like, a very long tangent, but it boils down to this, because I do specifically remember making this argument. There aren't any necessary or sufficient conditions for being a femboy, other than, I guess, like, kind of wanting to be one, vaguely. It's like a vague notion of something.
Like that, there's no, like, arbitrary line you have to, like, cross or anything, unless you want to set one for yourself, but you don't have to. However, if you're gonna come out as something, you should generally know what you're actually coming out as. Who can become a femboy? Well, basically anybody. Like,
That's true.
it doesn't matter who you are. In general, it's usually people that are born as males that dress very femininely. However, it's not exclusive to that. However, there are certain things associated with femboys that are at least I consider them to be pretty important. It's
What's interesting is that this is very similar. Like, the way that I'm categorizing femboy here is very similar to gender. Like, I'm categorizing it as, like, this like, broad category that doesn't have, like, specific necessary and sufficient conditions, like, a list of them that you have to meet, right? It's just sort of, like, a vague notion. And, like, there's, like, sort of expectations orbiting around that, right? What's very interesting is the way that I interpreted femboy was weirdly enough closer to my gender identity as a woman than it was to any gender identity as a man. So my perception here is going to be a little bit skewed because what I'm doing here is projection. What I'm doing here is projection. A lot of projection. Right? Because I was in denial. I didn't want to admit the fact that, like, oh, I'm a trans woman. So, no, this is, like, this is separate from my gender. It's like, no, this was not separate from my gender. It can be. And nothing I'm saying here is necessarily wrong. But I think that the motive is very interesting. I think that the reason why it's like this is interesting.
It's usually a male under the age of, like, I don't know, 30 that...
That's generally true. I did not realize that was you for a moment. I realized based on the rhythm. Is that so? Is that so? To be fair, I talked a lot slower back then, I think. I mean, I don't know. I talked the same way, but worse and slower. It's almost like I now have more practice with public speaking after multiple years of live streaming.
That presents very femininely. Is femininely a word? I don't fucking know. It is
I think it is. It sounds correct. It actually doesn't even sound bad.
now. And typically, a femboy has, like, a very youthful appearance. I mean, you don't have to be below the age of 30. It's just a little bit easier to look youthful if you're, like, 20. Whatever. Usually a femboy will also shave all of their facial hair and their body hair.
Holy shit, I had more dead air in a video than I do in a live stream.
It's not, like, a strict requirement or anything.
Yeah, no shit. You already said that. What are you doing? Femi, your mic volume is low compared to the video. Damn it. Okay. Okay, so my audio is like this, okay? Bro, well, hold on. What is it in settings? It's like that. And it's like that. Damn, that video is loud then. Oh, I must have had my audio turned down. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Okay, let's continue.
It just kind of helps. Usually a femboy wears traditionally feminine clothing. However, it's not really the same as just cross-dressing in general. Like, there's a certain aesthetic or, like, a certain vibe that most femboys try to go for. Now, there's...
Yeah, kind of. Turned up so much, cranked the volume. Oh my god. It's a bit easier to look younger when you're younger. That's true. Yeah, you've come a long way, Femyoz. I'm so proud of you. Hell yeah. Let's go. My poor ears. Oh my god. Femyoz went from being a Minecraft-obsessed femboy to being a trans girl who's still Minecraft-obsessed. I wouldn't say I'm Minecraft-obsessed anymore. I don't even really play Minecraft very much anymore. I don't know. I might get back into it. I just haven't had as much time to do it. You know?
Sort of, like, subcategories of this aesthetic. Like, you can be, like, a cute, innocent femboy, or you can be a goth gamer girl femboy, or something in between, you know? But there's no...
That's true. The two genders. Cute femboy and goth gamer girl femboy. Thank you for sharing, Femyoz.
You can be a cat boy. There's also...
Damn, couldn't find the actual content to comment on, so Femyoz resorted to their own content. Well, see, here's the issue, okay? Here's the issue. There is content I want to get into, okay? And we're gonna get into it, don't you worry, alright? I wanted to cover this because, well, I didn't originally want to cover this. The only reason we're watching this is because originally somebody asked me how long I've been how long I've been growing my hair out for, right? And I said over 2 years. And then I know for a fact that this video right here from December 28th of 2022, my second video that I uploaded on this channel, not including shorts, was pretty much right after I had gotten a haircut. I don't know if this was the day of or the day after, or a couple days after I had gotten a haircut, but it was not long after my most recent haircut. So that's why I was showing this. And then I got carried away.
Sorts of different variations. There is no right or wrong variation. They're just
Yeah, no shit, Femyoz. Can you stop being so repetitive? I never had the femboy phase. I just went from man who honestly doesn't care about gender representation to OMG, I'm a girl. Yeah, that would be a big leap for me to go through. I was too self-hating for that. I hated myself too much because I would never be a real woman and nobody would ever perceive me that way and I'd be like so ugly as a woman and nobody would ever find me cute or attractive or anything like that. Yeah, I had too much of that kind of self-talk. I'm an OG Femyoz fan. I remember when Femyoz used to have the twink haircut. That's so real. That's so real. You should call that guy in pink an incel. Why would I call myself an incel when I get all of the bitches, every single one of them? Is this live? No, I just magically predicted your message, Toasty, my roasty. Are there any contexts outside of smut and porn where the term femboy is prevalent? Absolutely. Yeah, it's like a very prevalent term on the internet. Like, in a lot of cases, it literally just means feminine boy. I see it being a case of, quote, you don't know what you don't know, similar to Purr, but for trans women. No, generally trans women aren't femboys. The urge to ban Sword. Don't ban Sword. Sword is an amazing character to have in the Femyoz cinematic universe. But yeah. I just popped in and wanted to say something spicy to you, Femyoz. No worries, 404. No worries. I get the hustle. I have that still. I have that. Still went full gas pedal, man to woman. Yeah, I never had the confidence to do that. Well, no, that's not entirely true. Well, no. I was pretty confident, all things considered, which makes me think that the people that do that are, like, absurdly, stupidly confident. Okay? Because I had the confidence when I was, like, I guess I technically hadn't turned 19 yet. I started HRT when I was barely 19, but I had to make an appointment in advance, so I was still technically 18. So I wasn't even 19 yet when I was making the appointment. So I literally did a bunch of research on my own about HRT, because I decided I wanted to become a quote-unquote HRT femboy, or an estrogenized femboy, as I called it at the time, because I didn't want to go through any masculinizing changes. So I did all the research, and then I created an appointment, and I literally just, like, went to my parents, and I just told them, oh, yeah, by the way, I'm going on HRT. What's your, could you, like, give me, like, your insurance card so that I could, so that it costs less? I'd appreciate that, since I'm on your insurance. My parents were impressed. I actually did something for myself for once. Keep in mind, I was extremely depressed at the time. I didn't do shit for myself, okay? If there was a doctor's appointment, you better believe I wasn't making that shit. I was gonna be late or forget about it. I barely scheduled them. Like, it was I was really fucking depressed. But yeah. Hi, how are you feeling? I'm doing alright. But yeah. Anyways, with that being said, edging us without our consent is just wrong. That's true. We're edge maxing right now, as we speak. I actually plan on going to therapy. Is that so? I still don't do shit for myself? Yeah, that's fair. I feel like it's easier for me to do shit for myself now that I'm actually, like, not extremely fucking depressed. I am so glad I was homeschooled. I didn't get all the social pressures that keeps people from being themselves. I don't know. I feel like homeschooling is a double-edged sword in that regard, depending on what your parents are like. Like, if you have good parents, then homeschooling can be great. But most parents that homeschool their children fucking suck ass, and they don't teach their children the things that they need to know in life. And usually they're, like, far-right lunatics that don't want them to know that, like, I don't know, the Earth was created billions of years ago by a collection of rocks, and that evolution is real, and that gay people exist, and shit like that. Anyways. Yeah, parents, they don't know yet. It's been a year. Yeah, that's fair. It'd be like that. Pure gooning happening here. Yeah, this is a goon maxing YouTube channel a lot of times. Not because of me, but because of the actions of my audience that are completely outside of my control. I don't endorse gooning. I don't disavow it or anything either. I'm completely indifferent to gooning. That's my position on it. If you gotta goon, you gotta goon. If you don't, you don't. That's sort of how I view it. I kind of moved out and never told them. Yeah, I mean, that's perfectly valid. Anyways, God created Earth. Do you have any evidence of that, Savannah Brantley? How do you know that God created Earth? Yeah, gay people exist. I know, it's crazy. I'm based and trad-pilled and red-pilled. Yeah, those aren't good things. Those aren't things to be proud of, the sword. Those are things to be embarrassed by. Those are things to be ashamed of. Just marry me already, Femyoz? I don't even fucking know you. You want me to marry you already? God damn. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Thirsty audience, Yos? Dude, why is my audience so thirsty? I'm not, like... What do I do? I don't even, like... Like, I don't... Like, my content doesn't really consist of thirst traps. At least not for the most part. Unless people donate money. And then they want me to. But I feel like most of my content these days, it doesn't really involve that anymore. I used to do a lot of that. So, I don't know. Maybe my audience is just left over from that. Who knows? How is Kabul this time of year? Oh, Kabul, Afghanistan, it's great. You are a girl on the internet. What do you think? I know, but still, I'm not like a particularly attractive girl. You're on YouTube. You should be used to it already. I guess. I didn't used to have this. You know, growing up, I didn't have this. You know, I didn't used to, this is like, it's not new to me anymore. Like, I'm more used to it than I was, I don't know, a year ago. But, like, still, it's kind of wacky. It's kind of wacky. But I feel like it happens more than it did a year ago as well. So I'm like, oh my god. But yeah. Genesis 1:2 tells the story of God's creation of the world, okay? And why is that a reliable source of information? Why do I trust what the Bible has to say? Do I trust what the Bible has to say because you believe it's true? That's not a very good argument. Damn, you're cute. Thank you. You guys are way too sweet. You're an attractive girl. I don't see it. And this is like something that I struggle with, right? And I wonder how many other people struggle with this same sort of sentiment that I'm about to express. Okay? When it comes to how I'm perceived by others and how attractive I am, I genuinely have no clue how others perceive me, right? All I know is how I perceive myself. I perceive myself in one way. And I know others aren't going to perceive me the same way that I perceive myself. I know that there's going to be a disconnect there. There seems to be for everybody. But here's the thing, is we also live in a society, we live in a society indeed, where people are incentivized to, like, fudge the truth a little bit, or be nicer, or like overstate, like, how good something is about somebody, or to understate how bad something is about somebody, right? So that it's, like, going to be a little bit skewed in that way, and that's, like, really difficult. It's, like, a really difficult thing to assess, because, like, in my mind, from my perspective, I can't know if people are saying that I'm attractive to be nice, or if they're saying it because it's true and they actually perceive me that way. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I don't know if other people feel the same way there, but I feel like a lot of people probably do. Yes, that's how people work. Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing, is like you, like, obviously if it's the case that somebody isn't that good looking, you're not gonna, like, tell them you're fucking ugly, unless you're, like, autistic, right? Even somebody who's autistic wouldn't do that, because that would hurt them or whatever, right? But then that makes me hypocrite, because it's like, I would want people to do the same thing to me and tell me if they think that I'm ugly, if I want them to say that. The trans girl conundrum. I don't think it's just a trans girl conundrum. I think this is just, like, a human conundrum. I think it's going to be more prevalent in trans girls, but I think this is just, like, a woman moment. It's best to assume people are being genuine, I guess. It's just hard to know. I don't know. Yeah, just read my mind, silly. That's true. I should do that. Oh, it's the guy that made me trans again? Hell yeah. I say you're attractive because I want to kiss your face. I see. Well, goddamn. I don't know how to put it. If someone thinks you're attractive, what does an artist say about your attractiveness in general? Isn't that all subjective? I guess that's true. It is going to be subjective. But also, I'm not sure if when people tell me how they perceive me, if that's reflective of how they actually perceive me, right? How somebody perceives another individual in actuality, in many instances, will be disconnected from what they express to from what they express to them that they perceive. So, for instance, if you see an ugly person and they ask you if they're ugly, right, and you say no, or you don't look that bad, right, or something like that, right, there is fundamentally a disconnect between your perception and what you are claiming to perceive with your words. Right? It isn't always best to assume people are being honest. However, it is the safest option to act dumb and go based off of easy to prove things. I guess. Damn, what a mindset, Sam. Look, I'm not saying this is the correct mindset to have. This is just the way that I think. I don't think it's the healthy way to think particularly. I think it's probably better to just take people's words for it when they say that I look good, instead of being an insecure ass bitch, you know. But maybe that's just me. I'm guilty of that sometimes. Yeah, fair. Aren't we all? I think it comes out in the details. It's hot Yos, not IDK, you're okay Yos. Ooh, that's true. But how do I tell the difference between somebody being, like, attracted to me versus, like, oh, damn, you're kind of slaying, you know? But, like, you could say that about anybody, right? Like, somebody could be, like, not very attractive, but, like, they could, like, also be, like, kind of slaying in an outfit or something like that. And it's like, ooh, what if it's that? You know? And it's like I'm always coming up with reasons for why I'm actually not attractive. You know what I mean? Remember, it's the trash can, not the trash can. And what's funny is that, like, whenever I see, like, somebody that's, like, actually attractive, somebody that I know is attractive, somebody that's not just attractive, but conventionally attractive, right? Somebody that everybody agrees is conventionally attractive, right? Because there's gonna be a lot more disagreement on whether or not somebody like me is attractive than some other people, right? But, like, there'll be people where it's, like, they're, like, very conventionally attractive. And they'll be, like, talking about how ugly they are. And it's, like, from my perspective, I have, like, this weird dilemma of, like, are they fishing for compliments? Or do they actually perceive themselves that way? And it's, like, weird, because it's, like, when I'm on, like, the other end of the coin, it's, like, then I'm, like, questioning that. Because it's, like, you know, if I looked like that, I wouldn't be acting like that. I wouldn't be, you know, needing people's validation. I would know how fucking pretty I am if I looked like that. But then it's, like, I don't know if that's true or not. I couldn't tell you, because then people tell me that I'm attractive, and then from my perspective, I don't think that that's true. I don't know. And it makes me think, okay, why do people fish for compliments in the first place? Well, generally people don't fish for compliments on the basis of, sure, some people might just be narcissistic and need that validation no matter what. But I think a lot of it might stem from insecurity. I think that much like everybody else, they perceive themselves incorrectly. And what's funny about that is we often judge people that fish for compliments. People that are, like, clearly attractive. They know they're going to get complimented, right? But something tells me that there's some sort of anxiety that they aren't really attractive and they need as much validation as possible to prove to themselves. They're not trying to prove to the world that they're attractive. They're trying to prove something to themselves. Because they're skeptical. They're skeptical of it. And it makes me wonder, and I wouldn't say I completely fall into that same category or that same error for the most part, but maybe I do, you know, not as blatantly or obviously as they would, right? It's going to be more obvious with somebody like that, or like they're very conventionally attractive, whereas like I have more of an alt aesthetic. I don't really fit conventional like gender norms or anything like that. Like I'm very unconventional in my look. So it's like hard to say if I'm attractive or not, right? But then like when I ask people that like are you know, not necessarily, I don't know if I'd say into the aesthetic, but like the aesthetic or at least indifferent to it, right? How they feel about the way that I look, right? And then they say good things, right? And then it's like not enough for me. Is that the same feeling that they get of like that sort of like needing that extra validation to make sure? It's like just to make sure kind of thing. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because from my perspective, it's like, oh, they're just saying that to be nice. Or they would say that about people that, you know, I would look at and be like, oh yeah, they're not very like attractive in my mind. And then that makes me feel bad because like, fuck, now I'm being judgmental. And like, now I'm comparing myself. So like, something I've done that's like very unhealthy that I want to stop doing is not just comparing myself to others. Obviously that's unhealthy, but I think there's something I do that's more harmful than that. Okay? Which is when people compliment me oftentimes what I'll do, and I'm disgusted by the fact that I do this. I fucking hate it. But I wonder if there are a lot of people that do the same. I will see what other types of people they compliment or don't compliment, given similar contexts. And then if they compliment somebody that's like, I don't know, if they give a similar compliment to somebody that I don't find attractive, then I'm like, oh fuck, okay, the compliment is invalid. And I feel like that's like a toxic trait I have, of like just like being like super judgmental in that way in my own mind. Now, it's not something I ever act upon, and it's not like a judgment about somebody. It's more along the lines of a judgment about somebody as a proxy through which I can judge myself, which is really weird. But yeah, channel member and I still get ads. That's dumb as shit. Is there a way to disable that? Does anybody know if I can disable ads for channel members? Because channel members should not have to watch advertisements. Like, that's kind of absurd. Let's see here. So what woman do you see as, like, peak attractive? What looks do you base it on? Well, there's two, it's multifaceted. So there's, like, the types of women that I'm attracted to. And then there's the type of woman that I want to look like. And there's some there's some overlap, right? So I'm attracted to big, strong, goth mommy dommies, okay? They don't have to be goth, but you know what I'm talking about. Like stronger, more dominant women that are pretty, but also like very assertive and willing to put me in my place, if you will. Whereas I want to be more of like I want to fit into more like a cutesy sort of aesthetic where it's like, I want people to look at me and think, wow, that person is actually adorable. You know what I mean? And like that, so it's like a different thing. So like the women that I'm attracted to, I don't think, aw, like she's adorable. I want people to look at me and think that. I think, god damn, like she's hot as fuck. Like, god, if she made me call, no, I'm not gonna, nope, anything I say now is gonna be cringe and used against me, never mind. Anyways, brat energy, yeah, you are adorable, you look hot as fuck. You guys are so sweet, you guys are too nice. Well, that's the issue, is now that I've said that, like, oh, I want people to view me this way, now everybody's gonna say it, but I don't think it's, but then it's like, oh no, but they're only saying it because I said that it makes me feel good, and they just want me to feel good because that's a nice thing to do. Bottomyos. So Femyoz is a bottom if she wants a woman to put her down. Shut up. I'm not a bottom. I'm a big, strong top, okay? You are acting too gay. That's true. I'm very gay. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Okay? I will always be one of them homosexuals pushing that homosexual agenda. Yeah, Femyoz fans are all just compulsive liars. No, like, and I obviously don't believe that. If I actually think about it analytically, like, I don't actually come to that conclusion, right? I have reason to believe that you're telling the truth. But then there's, like, an emotional part of me that's like, what if they're not? How can I prove that they're not? How can I be certain? Well, I can't be certain of anything, so that's not a reasonable standard. How can I know that? Femi, you won't find me complimenting Bobax in a dress and a full beard, not my type. That's fair. Neither would I. To be fair, I don't think a single person complimented Bobax. Maybe they did as like a joke. I don't think anybody complimented him unironically. That's a fucked up thing to say. I'm sorry. That feels shitty. That's dude, I feel like shit for saying that. To be fair, those leaks were awful. Those OnlyFans leaks were horrid. They were. Look, all I'm gonna say is they weren't bad on the basis of him being at like a biological disadvantage for making OnlyFans content. They were bad because he's not very good at taking photos and he doesn't shave. Alright? That's what I don't like. I just think that... Now, I don't know. Is it wrong for me to be, like, to some extent repulsed by body hair? Like, I am very, like... like, I don't know. I wouldn't go as far as to say body hair is revolting, but it's like kind of like I just like. Listen, I know some envies like that aesthetic, but I don't get it. Well, that's why I'm not trying to like I'm trying not to shit on it too hard. You know what I mean? Because like I feel bad because it's like, well, some people like that aesthetic, I guess, but like, I don't know, I don't get it. But I don't want to shit on something just because I don't get it. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess like if that's your aesthetic, go for it. But that's the thing is like I don't even know if that's the aesthetic that Boblax is going for, or if he's like doing like a post hoc rationalization. Like, is it the case that he actually wants that specific aesthetic where he has facial hair but dresses femininely and it just doesn't shave any of his hair? Or is it just he's lazy and he doesn't want to do any of that because it requires effort and he's post hoc rationalizing it as his gender identity? Because a part of me believes it's the latter. A big part of me believes it's the latter. You know what I mean? I think body hair is all right. It feels nice to scratch it. I disagree. I just don't like body hair. Like, you gotta clean up a little bit at least. Come on. Like, I don't know. Like, okay, if you have some, I don't know, like, if you have, like, a little bit of body hair, then, like, it's fine. I can look past it. But, like, if somebody has, like, a lot of body hair, I'm just not into it. You know what I mean? I don't know. But maybe that's just me. Hello, Zinxie. Fem, it is not called the homosexual agenda. It is the globo homo. That's what us reactionaries call it. Okay. The globo homo agenda. I'll keep that in mind. Anyways. What do you mean I became straight and The Sword, you are not straight. You were never straight. You will never be straight. I hate to break it to you. Anybody that has to quote unquote become straight is not straight. There's no such thing as becoming straight. That doesn't exist. That's not a real thing. That is antithetical to science. Do you find fat people unattractive? Not coming from a gender place, but just out of curiosity. Generally, yeah. Well, okay. It depends on what we mean by fat. Like, chubby can be attractive. If we're talking about like obese, no, I'm not usually attracted to people that are obese. If that's what you're wondering. That's just not my thing. Yeah, no. Like if somebody's morbidly obese, I'm not gonna be attracted to them. Like, if somebody's, like, a little bit overweight, then, like, I don't care. Like, that can actually be kind of good for cuddles, you know what I mean? Like, because then, like, when I lay on top of them, it's like I get, like, this nice extra, like, pillow. You know what I mean? Yeah, Kimmy is cute. Yeah, Kimmy is cute. Kimmy is cute. Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. Like, Moth, you get it. Like, that'd be, like, the good kind. Whereas, like, somebody, like, I don't know, like, Amberlyn Reed would be like an example of like somebody where it's like somebody like, I don't know, like somebody like this I don't find very attractive. Like I just can't see myself having sex with somebody that looks like this. That's not to like shit on people for their weight, but like that's just not for me. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, people have struggles. That's just not my preference. What about Lizzo? Yeah, no, not really. Not my type. Nah. Nah, not my type. Not my type. A part of it is an aesthetic thing, too, though. It's, like, hard to say, because it's not just body type. Like, part of it is aesthetics as well. But yeah, no. I wouldn't say that I find Lizzo attractive. But yeah. What about, who is Brentley G? Brentley G? This guy? No. He's too masculine and definitely not my body type. But more power to him, though. More power to them. I'm rooting for him on his fat loss journey. On his weight loss journey. I'm rooting for him. But I'm not attracted to him. I'm usually not attracted to men. So, that's usually going to be a no. If you ask me if there's like a man. Why is she not your type? It's because she's black. Yeah, dude, it's definitely because she's black. What about Shrek? No, not my type. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. That was obviously a joke. Shrek is everyone's type. People misunderstand rationalization. It's a process of reasoning devoid of emotion but can lead to inaccuracies in either inductive or deductive reasoning. Well, it depends on the context in which you're saying, like, rationalization. Are we talking about a post hoc rationalization? Right? Because usually that leads to wrong conclusions because you're starting with that leads to inaccuracies because you're starting with a conclusion that may not be wrong and you're using it as like a presupposition, even though that in of itself is not grounded in anything. Anyways, it's not wrong, but it isn't inherently unhygienic, and some people aren't able to properly shave or otherwise remove the hair. Yeah, no, the Boblax is able to remove the hair. It's not like he's like, I'm not gonna say he's not disabled. I mean, he has autism, much like me. But he's not like, he doesn't, there's no reason he wouldn't be able to remove it, other than just like sheer laziness. But yeah, do you like older or younger? I like older. I would say older. I'd say same age or older. Like if I had to choose younger or older, I'd obviously choose older. Like guys that are in their 40s or 50s, oh, yeah, no, that's too old for me. That's too old for me. Okay, as like a hookup, that would be fine, but like, or like if I were to hook up with a woman in her 40s or 50s, that could be fine. But I wouldn't want a long-term relationship. I feel like that just wouldn't work. Because at that point, we're in like completely different points in life. But yeah, what about Caitlyn Jenner? No, she's not attractive. I'm sorry. She's just not. What does she even look like again? She looks like plastic surgery lady. Oh wait, it's spelled with a C, not a K. I don't know. I'm just not. Well, it's not as bad as I thought, but no, just not my type. It's just like, yeah, no, she gives off the Botox aesthetic. I don't know if it's the Botox. I don't know what it is. She did something to her face. And it looks uncanny, and I don't know what it is. It's just not. I don't know. She just looks kind of uncanny for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. That's just like a very vibes-based thing. I can't pinpoint it. Vampire vibes, dude. Whenever somebody looks uncanny, I just assume that they've had plastic surgery, and I'm usually right. I like your hair today. Thank you, Jay. I prefer the aesthetics of a clean body hair. Chronically a lesbian because I told someone cunnilingus with someone with pubic hair was like eating a kiwi. Okay, that is incredibly gay. That's like extremely gay. That's a different type of gay from me though. I'm like a very different type of gay. See, that's the thing is you're probably more into butch women, whereas I'm into like dominant femmes. I'm into dommy mommy femmes. That's what I'm into. Like big strong dominant femmes. The Kardashians love her, dude. Well, that makes me want to hate her. Chat. We haven't done ABDL tent in a while, okay? It's been a hot minute since the last time we did ABDL tent. What do you guys think? Do you want to do ABDL tent today? I want to do ABDL tent today. What do you guys think? Oh no? Oh no? What no? What is that? What is ABDL? Oh god. Oh god. You guys don't know. You guys don't know. Okay. Chat. It's been a hot minute, okay? We're gonna be watching a video from 2 years ago from Brett Cooper called Stop Being a Baby. Literally, it's creepy. It's creepy, oh no. Now, this is from 2023. Now, you'll notice here, the channel is called the comment section, not the comment section with Brett Cooper. And the profile picture is somebody else. And let's just say the channel's not doing too well anymore, okay? The channel is on the decline, okay? It doesn't get as many views anymore, I don't think. Alright, it's failing. Actually, it might be still getting decent views. I don't know. It's probably getting a lot more views than me. But yeah, you've got this bitch. The rise of Elon's nerds. Like, who is this for? Who is behind Doge? And she's like smiling in the thumb. Dude, who is this for? A huge win for women? Oh, is it the trans sports thing? Yeah, I don't know what women won. Even OnlyFans thought she went too far. It's just like this fucking slop. She has like no personality. Like nobody likes her. It's like I don't even know why they replaced Brett Cooper. Like she was doing fine on the channel. But yeah. Like if you look here, like when Brett Cooper was running the channel a couple months ago, like 300k views, million views. Like this was in like it would get like a minimum of like the higher 100k margin and like a maximum of 1 million. Like consistently. Like 200k views would be like a bad video. And now this person that's running the channel now can't even crack 50k views. That's 3.7, like that's an hour ago. 31k, 20k, 29k, 44k, 32k, 45k, 40k. I mean, these aren't bad numbers. Like, I would kill to have that. Oh, here's 2 that are, oh, fuck, 3 in a row that are over that. And then 100k over here. But the rest of them, occasionally you'll get one that, like, spikes up to, like, 68k. But these are, like, most of them. I guess the further you go back, the less dead it is. But, like, this channel is doing way worse than it was. Like, it's getting, like, a 10th of the views that it was before. So, maybe not a 10th, more like an 8th or like a 7th. Like a 7th or an 8th of the views that it was. So let's see what kind of riveting content was pulling in so many viewers before, okay? I'm sorry for that long-ass side tangent. I don't know why I decided to go on that tangent. That was pointless. What happened to Brett Cooper? I don't know. She got, like, she, like, resigned or something, or they, like, let her go. I don't know what fucking happened. It was a bad business decision on their end. It was stupid. Not that Brett Cooper is good at what she did, but the new person is painfully bad at it. I'll be gone for a bit. Alright. Hi, Bottomyo's cutie. I am a big, strong top, okay? But chat, we're gonna be watching a video from the comment section. We're gonna be watching a video from Brett Cooper called Stop Being a Baby. Literally, it's creepy. It's been a hot minute since we've last done ABDL 10. I'm so excited to do this once again. Let's see what this is all about.
Welcome back to the comment section. I'm Brett
That's very loud. I'm gonna turn you way the fuck down. Jesus Christ, my fucking eardrums are bleeding.
Cooper. I have to apologize in advance, guys. You know, this is not a dark, depressing episode like...
She has to apologize in advance. Oh no. This must be some horrifying shit to avoid at all costs. God damn, that must be some awful shit that you're seeing.
Yesterday, and I appreciate you all sticking with me for that one. You guys have been commenting like crazy. The views are wild, so I am so happy that
the views aren't wild anymore.
You took something from it. I thought that it was a really important one. Now, this episode is not as dark, but it is...
God, her voice is so fucking grating. Jesus Christ.
very absurd. It's very odd, and so I'm just...
What's odd is how grating your voice is. It's actually awful. It's genuinely horrid. It's like one of the worst voices I've ever heard. Look, I've had people tell me that my voice is annoying. And you know, maybe they have a point. But it's not this, okay? This is grating. This is painful to listen to. This is something that hurts my ears.
Just letting you all know, it's...
Just unpause it. I'm giving my ears time to recover, okay? You don't understand how painful her voice is. But because the subject matter is adult baby content, all right? Because it's my autistic hyperfixation, we're going to cover it anyway.
It's been a weird week. But before we get into this, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a comment section or...
Oh no, I would never want to miss a video from you, Brett Cooper.
Off the clock episode. Do you guys remember this video from last week?
Your voice is more fucking annoying? That's not true. My voice might be annoying, but it's not that bad. Alright. Yo, I don't know who this person is, but dude, I support whoever this is. I don't know anything about them. Okay? But you know what? I support them on their endeavors, okay? I think they're based.
I can't
Hell
believe I'm
yeah,
watching
dude.
this again.
Yes, I love this. I support this person. Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
This is Sissy Little Girl Pansy.
Yes.
And I wanted to tell it.
Wait, what did this person call themselves?
This is Sissy Little Girl Pansy.
Sissy little girl pansy. Hello, sissy little girl pansy. I hope you're doing well today. Aw, dude, this is some riveting content. This is some incredible stuff.
And I wanted to tell everybody the kind of diapers that I
Yes!
wear all the time.
I've always wanted to know what kind of diapers they're wearing. Yes! Then I can start my own diaper maxing journey. I need to know what kind is the best.
I am so glad that I am in diapers.
Me too. You know, ever since I started diaper maxing, I've never been happier.
And I am so glad that I am a little sissy baby girl.
That's so relatable.
And I am so glad that I know that I will never ever have to be an adult ever again.
Yo, that's so based. Okay, honestly though, like being an adult kind of sucks. I'm gonna be real. I can't even blame them for that. Damn.
And I just wish.
Yeah, this is some riveting commentary from Britt Cooper. You know, she's cracking hella jokes. This is some riveting stuff. This is incredible. I love this. I like how her face is like, you know, because it's like it signals to her audience that, oh my god, the thing we're watching is bad. You know, it's like the visual version of a laugh track. You know, it's like a visual laugh track or like audience sound effect. You know, it's like a, you know, because when you do that face, then you know that the content is bad.
That everybody who wants to be a little sissy girl gets
Me! I want to be a little sissy girl. That's me. Oh my god, they're describing me.
a chance to wear pretty clothes.
Yes! Yes, let's go! That's what I've always wanted. Yes!
Get a chance to wear diapers.
Yes! Let's go! Diaper gang on top. Yes!
And they get the chance to be a little baby girl.
Yes! Let's go!
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh god, the pacifier.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh!
Dude, it's one of the many benefits of diaper maxing. Bro, I'm sorry, but like, what is this like fake disgust response? Like, who cares? Just like, make jokes about it and move on. That's like what I did. I just made jokes about it. Like, it ain't that serious, bro. But I'm guessing she's gonna like moralize. She's gonna start moral fagging. No! You're not allowed to do that. That's degenerate. You can't do that. That's not normal. And that's gonna be the extent of her commentary. She's not gonna play into it. She's not gonna do anything funny. She's just gonna make this face. This face, I guess. I guess.
Oh, I paused that at the wrong moment. That is his crotch. It like literally shivers went down my spine.
That relatable moment when you accidentally pause the video as you stare at their crotch. I hate when that happens.
It's so weird. It's so creepy.
It's so weird. Oh my god, did you know that like this like when I was scouring for weird content on the internet and went fucking dumpster diving, that I found something weird that was unusual? Holy shit, bro.
Thing from the way he's dressing, the way he's talking, to the fact that this looks like it was filmed on a piece of cheese. That line where he was like, "I never have to be an adult again." Why is everybody? I think we really started going downhill, like in terms of like maturity and personal responsibility.
We went downhill in terms of maturity and responsibility because there's one dude on the internet that wore a diaper. Yeah, that's so true. Let's extrapolate that onto all of society. That's very logical.
Accountability. When people started making jokes like, "Oh, I have 2 adults today, adulting," like whatever. No, you don't make fun of that. It's not a joke. This is just life.
This is no laughing matter. You're not allowed to make jokes about that. It's life, okay? You can't make those jokes. Life is serious. You're not allowed to laugh about things.
It's just being a human being. It's just growing up. It's the natural.
Yeah, and you can make jokes about it, you fucking idiot. You absolute mega hyper dotard.
Progression of things, and you have to take responsibility. You have to take
Yeah,
account.
who cares? Holy shit, her analysis is so fucking boring. When you're an adult, you have to be responsible. Well, thank you, Brett Cooper. Holy shit, I had no idea. Thank you for your riveting commentary.
ability, you have to engage in society. If you
Yeah, the funniest thing she said so far was cheese camera. That you get it, guys? Because the camera quality is bad. And cameras aren't supposed to be made out of cheese. That's so silly.
want to get anything back. But now everybody thinks that it's like some special thing. I saw a video the other day of this girl being like, romanticizing doing my taxes, adulting.
Do you know what a fucking joke is? That she's acting like she's never heard of a joke before. Well, I'm sorry, I'm autistic and I know that's a joke. Like, yeah, nobody is excited about doing their taxes. That's the joke, you fucking soulless cretin.
Why are we romanticizing that? It's a part of life.
Dog, it's a joke. And if somebody wants to romanticize it and it makes them happier, then more power to them. If that's how they get their fucking taxes done, who cares? Like, let's say that they're like a really eccentric, out there person, okay? They're like me, but even more autistic. And they're like, you know what? I think there's something beautiful about doing taxes and being an adult. I think there's something special about that. You know? So fucking what? They get their taxes done. Who cares? Right? They're not making a claim that, like, it's, like, impressive necessarily. They're just saying, yeah, I think there's something special about living life. Right? I think living an ordinary life is special. I think there's something to be valued there. You know, you could also take that approach. But obviously, because she has no media analysis abilities whatsoever, she ignores the obvious two possibilities of either A, it's a joke, or B, it's a really eccentric person that finds beauty in everything. Either way, who fucking cares? This doesn't prove your point.
You get it done. You don't get some special award for doing adult things. And people
Yeah, dude, people are definitely asking for special awards. That's so true. That's exactly what the people were doing.
now trying to escape that. Like, oh, I can just avoid this. No, really, you can't. No, you can go into your room.
Yes, you can. You can just do tax evasion. One in chat if you do tax evasion every year. I know I sure do.
And, you know, watch a show, read a book, escape, go on vacation, but you still have to live in the real world. Anyway, sorry, that was my just brief little
No, really, you have to live in the real world. Holy shit. Unless you commit tax evasion, of course. Then you can avoid taxes. You know?
rant. That was the video I watched last week for a YouTube short reaction, and I had not put it into a full episode yet.
Wow, she's so good at reacting.
And I just really felt like I needed to, so I'm sorry that you guys had to watch this again for the second time.
Oh, no. Yeah, my condolences, chat.
Because it made me want to throw up. Needless to say, I could not
If it's so bad that you had to throw up or wanted to throw up, then why would you show it? What's the fucking point?
get that image and that video out of my head for the last week. So I decided
So you decided to show it again and keep it more in your mind. You decided to look for it on purpose a second time so that you can put it in the beginning of your video again. Wow.
to do some research about this situation, and there is a lot
Yeah,
here.
she's
Now,
watching ABDL content for research purposes. That's so true.
I think with this particular man, what we are seeing is a diaper fetishism.
Yes! Diaper gang on top. Let's go.
And I looked up adult babies, and this is literally the first thing that came up on Google. Diaper fetishism, nappy fetishism, or diaperism.
Dude, nappy fetishism is what British people call it. Disgusting cretins. That's like the crooked teeth version.
How many ism words these days, guys? Is a type of garment fetish or paraphilic infantilism. A person with a diaper fetish derives pleasure from the diaper and or use of it.
Damn, that's crazy. Who the fuck cares?
Considering the fact that he was literally clinging on to a bag of diapers and saying that he was so glad that he got to put one on, I'm guessing that's what we're seeing. I also
Yeah, probably. What? Can you, like, explain why I'm supposed to care about this? Oh my god. There's, like, a niche fetish on the internet. You better be morally outraged about this. Like, no, just, like, laugh at it and move on like a normal person. Like, that's a thing you can do. That's an option. You know? Or you could just ignore it. You could just not care. That's, like, the default position. It's to just not care. That's, like, my position is I just don't care.
then looked up paraphilic infantilism, a whole thing on Wikipedia. Paraphilic infantilism, also known as, I'm not even going to try to read that, but also psychosexual infantilism and adult baby syndrome, is a sexual fetish that involves role-playing a regression to an infant-like state. Behaviors may include drinking from a bottle or wearing diapers. Individuals may engage in gentle and nurturing experiences or be attracted to masochistic, coercive, or punishing or humiliating experiences. They
Sounds awesome. Honestly based.
involve diaper lovers, and they wear diapers for sexual or erotic reasons. Oh my god.
Dude, that's so based. I don't see the issue with that. I think it's perfectly fine. That I don't like you. I don't see the issue. You're just being like, oh my god, did you know that adult babies exist? Wow, that's so bad. Okay, but why is it bad? Why do I care?
I don't want to think of people finding anything erotic about babies. Even
No, it wouldn't be about babies. Nobody is sexualizing actual infants. That's not a thing that's happening. It's just like you read a definition that says one thing, and then you're like, oh wow, but like, what about this other thing that's bad? Damn, that's crazy. Can you explain why the thing that we're talking about is bad?
if they are not involved with children, it's still wrong.
It's wrong even though it has nothing to do with children? So it's wrong because it has something to do with children, but it also has nothing to do with children. Do you see why there's a contradiction in your argument, Brett?
Still twisted. This is like the result of a sickening society. Anyway, they go on.
A sickening society. Pretty sure that people that are into this have existed forever. I'm pretty sure this has been a thing for a hot minute.
There is no recognized etiology for infantilism, and there is little research done on the subject. It has been linked to masochism and a variety of other paraphilias. Although it is commonly confused with pedophilia, the two conditions are distinct, and infantilists do not seek children as sexual partners. Now,
okay. Well, then there you go. You just destroyed your own argument.
like I just said, even if they are not involved with children, the fact that they are thinking...
Well, the definition that you just provided suggests that no, there's nothing pedophilic about it. As literally based on the definition that you just read, the source that you cited says that it's not pedophilic. Now you could say it's weird, you could not like it, and that's fine. But the claim that it's pedophilic, now that's a bit of a stretch. That's a bit of a stretch.
about
Okay, why are people saying diaper-yos? Jesus Christ. Dude, anytime we do one of these segments, people are just like, oh my god. I'm gonna ignore you, chat. Address the diaper alligator. You guys fucking suck. But I do not wear diapers, okay? I don't want to hear it, okay?
children and babies in a sexual manner and wanting to go back to that.
I'm sorry, what? Can we repeat that?
About children and even if they are not involved with children, the fact that they are thinking about children and babies.
No, they're not thinking about children. That contradicts the information that you provided like a second ago. It explicitly says, no, it doesn't have anything to do with children. They're not thinking about children. They're not sexually attracted to children. What do you think the term non-pedophilic means? Do you think that means that they're aroused by children or not aroused by children? If the source that you cite explicitly states not attracted to children, then when they are having sexual fantasies, it would logically follow that they are not thinking about children. This is really fucking basic.
In a sexual manner and wanting to go back to that. That in itself is twisted. That is weird.
Okay, do you have like an argument?
Slippery slope. Like this.
It's a slippery slope. That's your best argument. It's bad because it's a slippery slope. That seems like a bit of a fallacy. Well, it's bad because it's weird and it's a slippery slope, and what if it leads to other things that are bad?
This is not some like psychological condition. It is a fetish. Grown adults.
Well, it could be either, right?
Mainly men, are finding sexual pleasure in acting like a baby and being treated like a baby. They're so...
Yeah. Do you have an argument for why that's bad, though? Can you explain why it's bad? You're just saying the same thing over and over again. This is like the most question-begging argument I've ever seen.
So much wrong with this. Like, it's the most unsurprising thing to me because we see all of this grooming and this pedophilic stuff in our society, and then we see people who just cannot be mature and want to be victimized and want the government and everybody around them to take care of it.
This has nothing to do with the subject at hand. What are you talking about? Yeah, dude, this like one like niche fetish is like when grooming and like also when people want to be taken care of by the government. Wow. That's some riveting commentary right there. Holy shit.
For them, it's like, okay, well, of course, we have an influx of people who are acting like children and want to be treated like babies. Like, this is the logical...
Do you mean like MDLG?
Very upsetting conclusion. And they say...
It's so upsetting. I'm so upset.
Hey, like, this isn't pedophilia at all, and it shouldn't be conflated, but like...
Yeah, the source that you cited said that. That's what your source says. You cited a source that says it's not pedophilia. Do you disagree with the source that you cited at the beginning of the video?
It still feels exploitative of children, and in my opinion, like I said, slippery slope, I don't like where it's going. Somebody said it...
I don't like where it's going? Can you explain why the thing in of itself is bad? Or do you not have an argument for that?
Maybe that the crisis is one of attention and isolation. The weirder I act, the more others pay attention to me. Yes, that is just most of the world right now. That is kind of how I would describe chronically online behavior and most of like the very, very far left behavior that we see. Somebody else said,
It's true. Far left is when you wear diapers.
he'll be given Professor Emeritus status at Penn in their humanities department. 100K per speaking tour on tap. You're not wrong. Now, a few years ago, YouTuber Anthony Padilla did a really, really interesting video.
Anthony Padilla? Do you mean Anthony Padilla? Or Anthony Padilla? Couldn't even fucking pronounce his name right.
About this lifestyle for his channel. It's about 15 minutes long. I'm just going to play some of that here.
Adult babies, also known as paraphilic infantilism or
Yo, let's go. W. Anthony.
ABDL, is a lifestyle involving role-playing regression to an infant-like state.
Hell
and
yeah. Oh my god, that's the Stanley person. We reacted to him a while ago. He seemed so chill, you know? I came in thinking that I was gonna make fun of him, but, you know, he just seemed like a nice guy.
exhibiting behaviors such
And
as
then the stream got taken down by TLC for copyright. It's fucked up.
drinking out of a bottle, wearing diapers, and sleeping in a crib.
Damn, they're literally me for real, for real. God damn. Dude, that's so relatable.
In the first documented case of
This is the part where you guys falsely accuse me of wearing diapers in chat, okay?
referred to as adult baby syndrome.
Okay,
dates back
maybe if I like play into it, you guys will like stop falsely accusing me.
to 1966, when a 20-year-old
No, you can't just do clips. Oh my god.
college student was caught trespassing into a house, claiming
Also, 1966. I thought this was a new epidemic, according to Brett. I thought it was because of modern society.
he snuck in out of compulsion to wear diapers that he knew were inside. My name's Anthony Padilla, and today I'm going to be sitting down with adult
Damn, Anthony's still hot. Anthony is still hot. I'm sorry. He was my childhood crush, and let's just say, damn, he's fine as fuck. He's still fine as fuck. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
babies to learn the truth behind this bizarre lifestyle. Are adult babies just
Wow, dude, I love her reaction. I love how she's like covering her face with her hand. She's pretending to be like really scared. Like as if she doesn't know what to fucking expect.
people who are unafraid to explore their
The fuck happened to your finger? What? There's something wrong with my finger? I don't think there is. My hands are cold. She looks like she's crying? Yeah, dude. She should go get some psychiatric help.
inclinations proudly and openly, or are they reclusive sexual deviants catering to their darkest, perverted fantasies? Is this merely an uncharted and unique branch of self-care, or is it nothing more
Dude, if she's not even gonna react to it, then why would she include all of this? And she's not even saying anything.
than a selfish and childish way of refusing to grow up and contribute to society?
Ooh, that's good.
And what do you do?
That's it? Oof, that's good. That's what you have to say in response to, like, what was that? Like, a minute of highly edited content is oof, that's good. That's some fucking Hassan Piker level reaction.
With this?
Just shake them. This is my punishment paddle. Well, okay, technically, my punishment paddle is my yellow paddle at home.
Oh, you got different colors for different types of punishment.
So, like, if I'm just
Damn,
being
they got it color coded and everything? That's sick as fuck.
a little bratty and not
Yeah.
actually bad.
Yeah.
And then this would be this. Or if we just want to have kink fun.
These are, I mean, you can
Hell yeah, dude.
tell that these are about 4 or 5 regular diapers
Oh
put
yeah,
together. I mean,
yo,
they're
that's some high quality diaper here.
yeah, and we're talking
Yes, diaper review.
about crinkles.
Oh,
This is some
oh, you got
crinkles.
your
Dude, we're
high
crinkle maxing chat.
That's crinkle right there.
Yeah, dude. Like, out of all the videos that Brett Cooper chose to watch, she chose to watch this one. Now, to be fair, I'm also choosing to watch it. The difference is that I don't, like, morally grandstand and pretend like I care. You know? I don't pretend like this is a real issue affecting society.
This is my bong baby pacifier.
Okay, not gonna lie, it's weird, but I can't judge them worse. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. wait, hold on. It's a bong pacifier? Dude, that's sick as fuck. Wait, that's sick as fuck. Okay, no, Brett Cooper has to acknowledge that's fucking cool.
Oh, you got your high class crinkle right there.
This is my bong baby pacifier.
Dude, that's sick as fuck. Okay, you can't that's sick as fuck, okay? I'm sorry. That's sick as fuck. That's cool, okay? That's cool. That's innovative, okay? That's it. Dude, she better at least give credit for that. You better fucking give her credit for that.
I do smoke. I mean, as you can tell.
You're a little stoner baby.
You're not gonna say anything. You're just gonna give like a weird face. You're not gonna say like, damn, that's actually kind of cool. You know, maybe this isn't for me, but at least that's cool.
I'm a little stoner baby.
A bong pacifier is amazing. Yeah, that's sick as fuck. I want one. What the fuck?
All of it's so wrong.
It's so wrong, dude. You got it. Okay, the bong pacifier is sick as fuck. All right, you can't lie. Don't diss the bong pacifier. Okay, that shit's awesome.
I do really admire though Anthony Padilla.
Those are like $60 to $70. Okay, I don't have that kind of money. Never mind.
Yeah, he approaches these kinds of videos with like humor, and he's very open-minded, and he really allows other people to act like fools in front of him. He just gives them the audience basically. There's like,
I don't think that he would view it as them acting like fools, right? I don't think he's judging them. I think that's you self-inserting.
all right, go ahead. I'm just gonna be here. I'm gonna ask you the questions. It's worth a watch of the full video.
Just wants a pacifier. Shut up. No, I don't.
Because it's just so weird. Somebody commented,
Little Stoner Baby is an epic rap name. True.
and said, becomes an adult, ... It's rewind time. Another person
That is a comment, yeah.
said, when did you start this? When I was 18. Damn, she Uno
This
reverse.
video is such a weird structure. You just like, you start the video, then you go to the comments, and you go back to the video. This is so weirdly structured.
First aging.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
Like, it's just, again,
Yeah, we know the rewind time meme. It's fucking years old.
it's like you reach adulthood and you're like, oh, nope, I don't want to do this. Not fun. I'm gonna go on back there. Like, that's not how life works. I'm so sorry. No. And
Do you think that they're age regressing 24/7? Like, what do you think people do? Do you think it's like a 24/7 thing? Like, how do you think that works?
you know, sexualizing diapers and pacifiers. That's sick in the head. I'm just saying.
Yeah, do you have like an argument though? Dude, it's the fucking editing in the fucking Will Smith meme.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Now, back in 2012, there was a whole documentary made about this for Channel 4. It was called 15 Stone Babies. The 15 Stone Babies Channel 4 documentary reveals the adults who choose to live as children, quote, swapping taxes for toys. Meet the adult.
Dude, that's true. You don't have to pay taxes when you buy toys instead and become an adult baby. That's true.
Babies. I'm just going to show you 3 different clips from this horrifying documentary. That's not
I'm
a
horrified. Oh no,
me.
it's so scary.
Little babies, look. I put the phone in front of the mirror, and so I can see myself.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
times.
I mean, bro's just chilling. He's just living his life.
John communicates with other adult babies by posting videos online.
I mean, it's a little bit strange, but like, I mean, he's just doing his thing. I don't really care.
This is baby Jackie again. Teddy bear. What I like doing with.
Okay, as a Christian, I'm a bit appalled that Christians judge so much. Mama people are people God loves and accepts all. God is love. People gotta stop spreading hate, for real. I'm gay too, so yeah, that's fair. I don't know, it's just like, yeah, it's like a little bit strange, but like, who cares about this? Like, I don't know, he's just chilling.
Toilet paper, I had to put it all over me and make me smell nice and dry. More.
I mean, he seems like he's having a good time. Like, I don't... Like, why am I meant to care about this? Like, why would I want to stop them from having fun? Like, they're not really hurting anybody. Dude, they sound so happy. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you can't, like, dude, like, I'm sorry, they look happy, they're smiling. They seem like they're having fun. Like, why is this a bad thing?
My little fetish. I've put it everywhere I can put it.
It's quite unusual to be a man dressed in a nappy with talcum powder over your face.
It is unusual, but I like it.
I mean, he likes it. Who cares? Good for him. Good for him. I'm sorry. Is it wrong that I just don't give a shit? I'm just like, yeah, he's having a good time. He's not hurting anybody. Like, what's the issue?
This is the worst.
My little fetish.
God damn, the edits are just so fucking painful. Like, you just know that the person editing for this is like 45 years old.
That's so creepy. That should not be. I don't.
It shouldn't be what? It's that's it.
Okay, we have 2 more.
Do you have like a reason why it's bad? Because he just seems like he's having a good time. Why am I meant to care? I guess like you have like an An intuitive disgust response? I mean, okay. It's not really a good argument, though. Like, I might have an intuitive disgust response seeing how uncanny your face looks and how similar it looks to Ben Shapiro. You know, but I don't use that as an argument against you.
Because a big part of this documentary is that it follows this couple, this very weird couple, who runs an adult nursery. They are enabling this. They're profiting on people's weird sexual...
Who cares? Yeah. That's capitalism for you, baby. I thought you liked capitalism. I don't like the person on top. They said very transphobic things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk about trans issues right now. I want to talk about, like, inconsequential shit like this.
Mental problems.
That's true. Diapers don't care about your feelings.
And allowing them to be babies, and they
maybe she has a kink-shaming kink. True.
Take care of them. Like, what I'm about to show you is a full-fledged business. Like, I want to know more about their business model. Like, are they just doing this in their...
You want to know more about their business model? Why do you want to know more? I thought you were appalled by this, and now you want to know more about the thing that you're supposedly appalled by?
House, or are they shipping diapers everywhere? If they are shipping diapers, they should be using Stamps.com. Because Stamps.com is the...
Dog. That is the most shameless shit imaginable. Holy fuck. And I have to skip way the fuck ahead.
The only diapers you're sending out are for actual babies. Because that would be unfortunate. Let's go ahead and watch this.
We started an adult baby nursery.
We try to give them everything a normal mummy would do. I just do that, but scaled up.
I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, like, I mean, look, okay, you got, like, this massive chair. I mean, that's kind of cool. Okay? Alright, I'm sorry. This is kind of cool.
To a larger size.
A lot of them out there that missed out on childhood for various reasons.
No, absolutely not. This is the weirdest one. If you don't want to see a fat man in a diaper, just avert your eyes.
There we go. Whee! That's it.
For some adult babies, it's not just about the joy of going back to childhood.
We will, won't we?
Some find the nappies exciting, and certain nurseries offer sexual services.
Hey, yo.
There we go.
But Maxine...
I mean, like, wouldn't it be nice to be taken care of all the time, though? Like, what?
...sees herself as a more traditional mummy.
That doesn't want to come undone, that one.
Like, I'm sorry, but, like, look, I sort of get the appeal, okay? I get the appeal, okay? Like... Wouldn't you want, like, a mommy-dommy to, like, take care of you 24/7? And, like, isn't that, like, the dream, okay? That's the American dream, okay? Alright? If it's you and another consenting adult, and that's how you choose to live your life, that's the dream life, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just a fact.
Clean and dry. You come here because it makes you feel safe. I don't offer any
this right here is the American dream,
services whatsoever. If somebody's excited when I'm changing them, I often don't even really notice. It's quite fun.
It's only a dream. It's only a dream because ABDL gear is expensive, okay?
Funny, actually, sometimes.
And nobody actually achieves this dream. That's the only thing holding people back, okay? You know, if you lived in a communist utopia, then everybody would be diaper maxing right now, actually.
Look after somebody. All right, darling. And they look down and they're like, I haven't been so excited in 10 years.
Oh!
No, don't like that.
You are feeding in.
Damn, that's crazy. Her reaction is so fucking poor, so fucking bare bones, that the editor had to insert a clip from The Office to show, guys, this is bad. You're supposed to feel disgusted right now, okay? Hey, fam. Hello, Drago Ender. Why are you saying my name in all caps? Why are you doing that?
Into a sexual fetish. You are enabling these people. Oh, I didn't know. It's so innocent. No, it's weird. We used to have a time in this society when these kinds of things were kept private, where if you...
Okay. Yeah. And? What's your point?
Had weird stuff going on.
I love The Office. Stop saying my name over and over again. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the girl in the video is ew, for sure.
You know, you suppress.
Oh, you got a girlfriend? I feel so happy. Congratulations on getting a girlfriend. Good job.
You dealt with it, you kept it behind closed doors. But now, in 2023, we are seeing all throughout our society that these...
All throughout our society, do you just, like, go down the street? You go down the city and you just, like, see a bunch of people diaper maxing. You know, they're just, like, walking out and about, wearing nothing but a used diaper. Like, where Where the fuck is this happening? Like, just because, like, oh, there's, like, a video on the internet. Okay. Yeah, you had to actively look for the video. Like, you're not gonna see this in your fucking day-to-day life. It's just not happening.
Fetishes and weird things, they're creeping out into our normal entertainment, and they're becoming glamorized.
Our normal entertainment? I don't know, maybe it's just something that people find interesting. Like, maybe people are like, oh, that's a thing? That's kind of cool, I guess. That's like my perspective on it. So I just, like, don't care. It's just like, oh, that's cool. I'm glad that they're happy, you know, as long as they're not hurting anybody. You know, it's kind of interesting. You know? Like, is it wrong to, like, find something like that interesting? I'd be like, damn, okay. I guess that's one way to spend your time and, you know, not really judge it. Just be like, huh, that's different. Like, is that wrong? Should I just, like, feel disgusted or something?
And celebrated like drag. They're being
Have a good day, fam. You too, Drago. You too.
Inserted into high schoolers'
I think her algorithm is full of it. That's why she thinks it's everywhere. That's true. That's true. Like, why does YouTube keep recommending me the content that I keep watching? I don't know. It could be anything, truly.
Ed curricula. Like, why else would you be teaching middle schoolers and high schoolers how to use butt plugs?
Huh? I don't think that's anything that it's not something I learned growing up. Also, what does butt plugs have to do with ABDL? Nobody was taught what ABDL is in fucking high school. All right? Now, granted, I learned all that shit when I was, like, 10 on the internet. Actually, it was, like, from ages 8 to 12, basically. I learned about, like, a bunch of kink shit on the internet, right? But, and maybe that's one of the reasons I just don't have much of an adverse reaction. Maybe that's why I don't have a disgust response. You know, regardless of whether or not it's something I like or not. It's just like, oh, okay, that does exist, indeed. But it's not something you're taught in school. You have to actively seek it out. Now, I was a curious kid, so, like, I sought it out because I was kind of smart. But, like, most people in general aren't going to know what any of those things are.
And what lube to use?
What are objectively bad kinks? I don't think there's a such thing as an objectively bad... Well, it depends on what you define as a kink. I would say that if there was a kink that caused objective or measurable harm, that supersedes the amount of good caused by it, then it would be bad.
It's strange. And when I talk about the slippery...
School is teaching kids how to have sex. You mean safe sex? Yeah, that's a good thing. So that they don't get pregnant or STDs. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's so true. Yeah, dude. But yeah, me back in 7th grade when we had fucking butt plug class. That's so true. No! I pressed the wrong thing in the video. Where the hell? Was it this? Where were we?
Sometimes you do look after somebody. All right, darling. And they look down and they're like, I haven't been so excited.
Okay.
In 2023, we are seeing all throughout our society that these fetishes and weird things, they're creeping out into our normal entertainment and they're becoming glamorized and celebrated.
So true. It's like a huge thing. Everybody is diaper maxing
like
now.
drag. They're being inserted into...
Drag. I'm sorry, what? You're comparing adult babies to drag. Okay.
High schoolers' sex ed curricula. Like, why else would you be teaching middle schoolers and high schoolers how to use butt plugs and what lube to use? It's strange. And when I talk about the slippery slope...
Why would you teach them how to have safe sex so that they don't get hurt when they inevitably have sex regardless of what you tell them? Because abstinence-only education doesn't do shit. And doesn't prevent any harm, and just causes it.
That's what I mean, because a few years ago, oh, they're just doing drag, oh, they're just doing whatever, it's okay if, you know, they're...
Yeah. Yeah, what's the issue?
You know, doing drag time story hour, whatever the heck it is.
Yeah, nobody is doing ABDL story time hour. That's not a thing. So why are you making the comparison? Like, drag is not explicitly NSFW. Now, certain variations of it can be, but it's not NSFW in of itself. There are plenty of drag outfits that would be perfectly age-appropriate.
And now we've gotten to a point where these people are sexualizing babies.
Is butt plug class a thing, or is that a grift? I mean, do you think it's a thing?
And that's okay? And that's...
Nobody is sexualizing babies. Like, you read a thing at the beginning where it said the literal opposite. It said that it wasn't linked to pedophilia. The source that you cited at the beginning, Brett, so that it wasn't linked to pedophilia. So that it would deductively follow that they're not attracted to babies, right? Because in order to be attracted to babies, you have to be a pedophile, meaning that it would be linked, which is the opposite of what the source you cited said.
That's fine. That's just a lifestyle. What happens next? We already know.
What happens next? People do more things that cause no objective or measurable harm. Oh God, the horror.
They are calling pedophiles minor attracted people. That,
No. You do realize that the entire LGBTQ plus community rejected them, right? Like they got fucking laughed out. Like they attempted, they had like this weird movement where they like attempted to co-opt our community, and guess what? Nobody accepted them. Because guess what? Pedophilia causes actual harm to children. I was like, that's the difference, right? If our standard is it's okay as long as everybody is consenting, there's no objective or measurable harm, right? And obviously, that would apply to, I don't know, gay people, bisexual people, trans people, even people with weird kinks. But it does not apply to pedophiles, because pedophiles cause harm to children. There's an obvious difference. So if the standard is harm, then that's where the distinction is. But you wouldn't know that because you don't know what the side that you're supposedly arguing against even believes in the first place.
Deserve respect and understanding. No, they don't. I'm sorry. I don't know how you jumped from A to Z, but that's not happening. Somebody commented and said, this type of fetish has always existed. What's new is a large proportion of society believes that it is normal and should be celebrated, so now it is.
Or maybe, like, we shouldn't give a shit. Like, maybe I should just, like, not care. You ever thought of that? You ever considered that one?
Has come out of the shadows. Exactly. There is so much weirdness and degeneracy in the world, and it is all publicized now.
No, not the weirdness and degeneracy. Who fucking cares? The only argument that I would think is a good one in favor of not making it more accepted, okay, is once it becomes more accepted, it becomes a little bit more boring, okay? Like choking, fucking vanilla at this point. I'm sorry. Choking, calling your partner daddy, all that shit, super fucking vanilla, right? It just doesn't hit the same, because like everybody does it. It's popularized, right? It just makes kinks not very special anymore, That would be the only argument I could think of against normalizing it, as if you want to, like, I don't know, make the kinks better.
And people know that they can get affirmation and attention from posting this online because everybody is so out of their mind.
Dog, you realize that somebody that posts something like that is more likely to get negative attention than positive attention, right? Like, I'm sorry.
They see a video like this and they're like, oh my God, you're being you. I'm so glad that you are embracing, your deepest desires. Like,
I honestly wish that's how people reacted. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like, yeah, you're being you and causing no objective or measurable harm. Yup, I don't care. Good for you. Awesome. That would be the best possible case scenario.
You should not have to suppress that anymore. No, you should. You should.
You should have to suppress it? Okay, do you have an argument for why you should have to repress it? Do you have, like, a good reason? Do you have, like, a logical justification for that?
You should fix that. Now, I noticed.
Fix it how? Do you have, like, a solution? What do you do? Dude, is it, like, conversion therapy, but for kinks? Or something? Like, do you have, like, like, suppressing it doesn't make it go away magically. That's not how that works. There's no psychological evidence to support the claim.
In Anthony Padilla's comment section, there were a lot of people who were worried that he was talking to people who believed that this was a fetish and, acted on it as if it was a kink and did not distinguish between that behavior and age regressors.
Yeah, there is a distinction there for sure, yeah.
Because apparently there's another layer to this. Now, I had heard of age regressors, but I did not know that that was kind of a distinct thing.
Yeah, so age regression is completely non-sexual. Age play is sexual. That's the distinction.
From like the adult babies and the diaper fetishism. But here's some of the comments. Like this person said, I know this was posted a year ago, but I don't like how they didn't clarify the difference between age play and age regression. Things like kink fun and dom were said, which is referring to age play, not age regression. They're completely separate. One is sexual, a kink. One is a coping mechanism. Heard that before. Somebody else said, it would be nice to see I spent the day with age regressors so people do not get confused to what this is. Here we go again.
Yep, those comments I agree with.
And we go back to Google. Once again, my friends, age regression. Age regression occurs when you mentally retreat to an early period.
Blah, blah,
who've had to, grow up too quickly. They want to. Other articles I read, it's like, kids who have gone through a lot of childhood trauma, who have had to, grow up too quickly. They want to get back to that, childlike state.
It's not necessarily always a want. Like, people age regress involuntarily, too. That's a thing that happens.
And I have thoughts about this because as somebody who did actually have to grow up very quickly due to childhood trauma, due to having like a very, very turbulent home life, it's like,
you should extrapolate that onto all other people, and the way you dealt with it is the correct way for everybody else. Is that what you're saying?
like, obviously there are times when I wish I could change that, and, you know, I want to go, you know...
Oh, but you don't. Therefore, nobody else should. Yeah, dude.
Relive my childhood in Chattanooga and do the things that I didn't get to
What if you were raped as a child? Do you think your experience might be a little bit different?
do, and, you know, spend time, you know, in that city, not having to worry about my family and that kind of thing. That's not age regression. It's just, it's very, very weird, and I'm sure that...
You think that the only thing that causes somebody to age regress is that they had to grow up too quickly? You think that's the main thing that would cause that? That's the only thing? You don't think that, like, other variables, like CSA, could potentially cause that? You don't think that there's, like, a multitude of factors that apply to other people and not you?
that there are some people, a very, very small percentage, that like have a very, very serious like trauma response. Now I'm more concerned because people will be able to rationalize this behavior, especially like the kink behavior, as a trauma response, a cope.
Well, not on the basis of age regression. Now, kinks can be a trauma response. That's a real thing that happens. That is one way of coping with trauma. That's how sometimes kinks develop. Not necessarily, but that can happen.
Coping mechanism, a psychological condition. It's just like when the doctors and activists started calling pedophilia some kind of psychological disorder, and we need to change their names to minor attracted persons because, you know, we need to help them, and they don't...
Well, the disorder that they would have would be pedophilia. We don't need to change it to minor attracted persons.
Don't need to be in prison. They need to be, you know, understood. No.
Well, huh? Hold on, are we talking about, like, non-offending pedophiles? Well, how would you put them in prison if they haven't committed a crime yet? Like, you have to keep in mind that, like what's a crime is, like engaging with children sexually. That's a crime. Somebody having that attraction, right? Now, that's something that can be dangerous and cause harm, but that in of itself is not the crime. You have to be careful.
No, absolutely not. It's like you cannot conflate any of that. It's just, it's weird. Again, slippery slope, but I did look up age...
No, that's not the argument. The argument is that the normalization of pedophilia would cause more harm than good. That's the argument you should go down. Like, obviously, if it's the case that we, like, normalize this, this position that obviously causes harm, right? And we just, like, don't do anything to, like, mitigate it, then, yeah, that's gonna lead to negative outcomes, right? These people should get therapy, right? They should get treated, right? That's the best course of action, right? Obviously.
Regressors on TikTok because I wanted to see what people were doing. I have a few of these.
Like your number one response to that should be, does this increase or decrease harm, right? I would argue that the obfuscating, and changing the terminology so that it's quote unquote less stigmatized for something that I would argue ought to be stigmatized, I would argue that causes harm. I think that somebody wanting to fuck kids should absolutely be stigmatized.
These videos here. And everybody,
because they want to do something that hurts people for the same reason that somebody that wants to kill people, yeah, that should also be stigmatized. Like somebody being like this bloodthirsty serial killer, that should probably be stigmatized to some extent, right?
Everybody is calling it like a coping mechanism, and it's interesting.
Dude, I mean, this person seems cool. I like their hair.
Again, in my experience as somebody who has dealt with childhood trauma that...
You've dealt with childhood trauma. Okay.
Could have caused some of this. I remember...
It could have caused some of it? Okay, but it didn't. It could have, but it didn't. Okay. So then it would not be analogous then.
We're talking with my therapist at one point who had encouraged me to, you know, enjoy some of the things that I felt like I missed out on in my childhood. But they were not like suck on a pacifier and act like a baby. It was...
Do you think that your trauma response is going to be exactly the same as everybody else's?
Again, like go back to your hometown, do the things that you know, missed out on, go get ice cream, you know, allow yourself to take a breather and just, you know, sit.
Yeah, that's something that works for you. Doesn't mean that it works for everybody. Like, what? This isn't like a one-size-fits-all solution. That's just what your therapist told you and what benefited you. Doesn't apply to all other individuals that have gone through trauma.
With the things that you went through and process and that sort of thing. And it's like now they're perverting that and saying, oh, my therapist recommended I relive some.
Why the binky? Probably because it was comforting for them. I don't know.
This. I don't think they were meaning go suck on a bottle and wear diapers. Okay, here's another one.
I mean, if somebody wants to do that, like, who cares?
Okay, this already worries me because this girl looks like she's 13. How much do you have to regress? You aren't even an adult yet.
If this person is not an adult, then you shouldn't be showing this. I'm actually concerned. I'm actually just not going to show it on screen. Oh, okay, they're making food. Okay. Nah. Okay, they're watching cartoons and coloring. Just like, I don't know, like, okay, if you're like suspecting that this person is like you're saying that this person looks 13, why are you showing it then?
You know, I already feel like I need to pause again because watching cartoons, you know, reliving things that you loved in your childhood, you know, watching old shows, reading old books, coloring, that's just part of the human experience. That's nostalgia. That's, you know, you're stressed and you want to, you know, remember what
Well, it could be a coping mechanism, yeah. Well, why is it limited to that?
it was like to be a kid, and so you know.
Like, why do you get to dictate how people should cope with their trauma? It's not your trauma. You can cope with your trauma however you want. You could choose to not cope with it. You have that right as well. But people have the right to cope with their trauma however they want.
Cuddle up in a nice blanket and you watch an old show. For me, that's I Love Lucy because I never watched cartoons and I was like a
good for you.
Weird kid that only watched TV shows from the 50s. But still, that's like a comfort show to me. This actually reminds me of the episode that came out this afternoon where the girl is talking about being trigender and says that she, you know, she feels all genders at the same time. It's like, again,
who cares? Why do I give a shit about this?
That's part of the human experience. You don't need to put a label on.
Part of the human experience? No, that's not usually part of the human experience. That's part of their human experience. Most people don't feel like all of the genders all at once. That's not typical. That's actually very atypical.
On this and put yourself in a special box and say that you are, you know, special, unique, you have some kind of condition. That's just being a person. Nostalgia is part of being a person. Feeling maybe more masculine.
I don't think that nostalgia is the extent of somebody's trauma response if they're age regressing. I don't think that's how that works. Yeah, Brett, are you trigender? Do you have something to tell us?
And in some activities.
Yeah, Brett Cooper, trans confirmed.
And then, you know, embracing, you know, your femininity when you put on a dress, that's part of the human experience. There's a desperate need to feel special and feel different so that you can get.
I don't think that's what this is. Like, if you're specifically talking about age regressors, people that generally have trauma, not always, but generally, then no, they wouldn't be doing it to feel special. They would be doing it to cope with their trauma. People don't cope with trauma in order to feel special. That's absurd. One of the dumbest things I've ever heard. With that being said, thank you, Battlecraft, for the $10, you beautiful fucking bastard, saying Diaperios W. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate that. You're being so contradictory. Can you find the part where I contradicted myself?
Get affirmation from people online.
Feel free to request donor rewards, Battlecrafter.
That's the point.
Why do I care about this? Dude, Slinkies go hard as fuck. Dude, that's like one of the better autism toys, too. I can't wait for Binkios. Jesus Christ. As a person with age regression, I can confirm mine is from trauma and not being allowed a childhood as a kid. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe a purr. Fair. I'll put the cat ears on very briefly. I'll take them off, though, because the headphones sort of press against them. Anyways. You're shitting on how she copes, and you're saying that people can cope however they want? Did I shit on how somebody copes? That's not what I did. I was shitting on Brett Cooper for saying that other people should necessarily cope the same way that she does. I don't have an issue with her coping the way that she does. I never said that Brett Cooper has to cope a certain way. It's not something I've done. I'm just saying that that's not gonna work for everybody. Like, yeah, maybe that worked for her. Like, I said that. But it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. I think that's like a fairly measured take. It's like, this is what I'm supposed to be mad about? Like, why do I care about this? Like, this is how this person copes. And you're just like, I don't know, you're just putting them on blast for no reason. It's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, I remember as a baby, I was all about my essential oils. Before bed, as a toddler, I would make sure my diffuser was working.
Do you think that they're, like, in little space 24/7? I don't think that's how that works. This person doesn't know what she's talking about. To be fair, like, who doesn't want to go into bed with stuffies? And then at the end, it's got text that says, remember, age regression is a completely safe for work coping mechanism used for dealing with childhood trauma and mental health. Any hate will be blocked. Perfectly reasonable. As an adult, I was all about paying taxes, that's true. But once you age regress, you don't have to pay taxes anymore.
I'm about to get blocked for sure. I get that there are people who don't do this sexually, who are just, enjoying childlike activities, whatever. But it is...
Yeah, so why are you shitting on them? Like, if the issue you have is that it's, like, sexualized or whatever, then why would you shit on this person that's not even doing it sexually? It's like, even from an internal standpoint, it doesn't make any sense.
Still weird, and it is still a slippery slope because it gets...
Dog, who fucking cares? Dude, everything is a slippery slope with this bitch.
Gets conflated with this fetishism, pedophilic behavior.
No, it's not pedophilic. The definition you gave at the beginning explicitly said it wasn't pedophilic. You cited a source that said the opposite of what you're saying now. But I guess, like, her audience is so brain dead that they don't have the attention span to remember what was said at the beginning of the video. So they're just gonna forget that, like, she explicitly stated, while reading the source that she was citing, that it's not pedophilic. Like, she read that out loud.
And the people who do not do this innocently, who do have...
Dude, like, anytime she doesn't have an argument for why something is bad, she just says it's a slippery slope because, like, what if other bad stuff happens later? Because we let this thing that's not bad happen. Therefore, it's actually bad. Like, goddamn.
Kinks, and who do act pedophilic, could be able to blow this off as some kind of trauma response and start acting oppressed, which then, of course, would...
Hold on, what? Even if somebody is, like, I don't know, like, age playing, that's not pedophilic. Like, based on the definition that you provided, it's not. Right? You provided a definition that says it's not pedophilic. You cited a source that said it's not. Why would you do that if you're going to make this argument now? You're, like, disagreeing with your own source.
Skyrocket them into being some sort of protected class in our modern society, because that is how it works. The world is a dumpster fire. All of this is absurd. Keep it behind closed doors.
What's absurd is the fact that you give a single shit about something that doesn't affect you or anybody negatively. Like, who fucking cares, bro? Goddamn. I need to take a big fat piss, so I'm gonna be right back, chat. Alright? I'm gonna be right back. Alright, don't leave. I'll be back in a minute. Don't you worry. I just really need to pee. Yeah, there's a reason she got replaced. No, but the new person sucks even more. That's the thing. Like, if she got replaced with somebody better, I'd understand. But, Alright. Oh, very sorry about the small interruption, chat. We're back. Oh, I know the lotion is for less nefarious reasons, but I must... Okay. Yes, I washed my hands. Dude, I'm always so cold after I go to the bathroom for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, you're watching A Slippery Slope. Can't believe Femyoz was transformed into a door by an evil warlock. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Those evil warlocks taking over the world. But yeah. I lost most of my childhood, but I bought myself some dope-ass Legos. Let's go. Based. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new age of YouTube, where confused boys rant about people they disagree with. What a time. That's so true. I'm so confused. ASMR stream when? I think I'm gonna do one at some point. We'll see, we'll see. I have a friend in the community that wants me to do an ASMR stream for her birthday, so I'm going to do that at some point. But yeah. Anyways. Or you're just too soft? Do you have like an argument? Or do you just like, you just have like things to say with no real substance? Like, I'm scrolling up and here's what you're saying. Like, you're creating a live stream literally shitting on just about everything this chick is saying. Yeah, because everything she was saying, like all of her arguments were wrong. And her conclusions didn't logically follow. As if you're in academia with the power of knowing it all. Well, I know enough to know when there's like a logical contradiction in somebody's argument. That's a slippery slope. Hold on. A slippery slope is when I notice that there's a logical contradiction in somebody's argument. Huh? Okay. I mean, if that's your definition of slippery slope, then fucking so be it, I guess. Okay. It's not a very good definition. It's not gonna be very robust, but okay. I don't know, I feel like I was very reasonable. It's your opinion against hers. Do you think that all opinions are equal, Brendan? Like, I'm sorry, but like, in order for something to be true, you would agree that it can't, like, there can't be logical contradictions. Like, if somebody's line of reasoning is logically contradictory, then it necessarily follows that their line of reasoning is false. You would agree with that, correct? Because it would, right? Nobody would that actually knows anything about epistemology would even disagree with me on that. Anyways. 124 likes now. On my end, it says 123, but thank you for all the likes. Keep double tapping to smash like. It boosts me in the algorithm. I'm supposed to believe you that she's lying? Huh? No, you can logically contradict your own argument without lying. That's the thing you can do. Do you think that the only way you can contradict yourself is through lying? More like epistemology. Oh, God. Ah, I should have seen that coming. Anyways. Brett decided every one of those adults that were with other adults were pedos based on nothing whatsoever. That's weird, man. Yeah, exactly. I think it's worthy of criticism. Like, that, if that's... Like, if that's her argument, but earlier she's saying it's not pedophilic based on her source that she cited, then, like... Those are two mutually exclusive positions. Oh my god. Why am I, like... I'm still a little bit sick. You're supposed to have common sense and a brain. I mean, yeah, but, like, what is common sense? What does that mean? What does that term mean? I don't appeal to common sense anymore, and there's a reason for that. And I'm wondering if you know what that is. To you maybe, but not everyone thinks the same way you do. So you think that a line of argumentation with no logical contradictions is no more robust than a line of argumentation with logical contradictions entailed? Like, if your argument necessarily entails something that's false or violates the law of non-contradiction, is your argument true or false? What do you think that means? It means it's going to be false, right? There's something about her argumentation that's false, correct? Because two mutually exclusive positions can't be true at once. It can't be the case that adult babies are both pedophilic and not pedophilic at the same time. Okay? These are mutually exclusive. Which one is it? It's a perfectly reasonable thing to point out, like an obvious contradiction in her argument. That's not just like an opinion. That's like a logical contradiction. Anyways. Why stay here and argue with people whose minds you aren't going to change? Feels like a waste of time that you can't get back. I mean, me personally, I just like the content that I get out of it. I just think it's interesting content. You know, I like discourse. It's interesting to watch a dialect happen in real time. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Who knows? Money. But yeah, no. Red hot cock and balls. Thank you for sharing. Oh, you were talking to Brendan? Oh, fair. I don't know. I would say that principle applies broadly, to be fair. Like the notion that, like, yeah, I think that dialogue can be interesting, even if you're not going to convince anybody. I guess, yeah, from Brendan's perspective, yeah, he probably is wasting his time. But he's not just wasting his time because he's arguing with people that he disagrees with on the internet. He's wasting his time because he's wrong and he's dumb. And because he thinks that whether or not somebody violates the law of non-contradiction is merely an opinion. It's not merely an opinion. Like, literally no philosopher, like no real philosopher that doesn't have, like, retarded takes is gonna agree with you, right? They're all gonna agree with me on that specifically, right? Otherwise, you can't meaningfully describe anything. So unless you're like one of those like insane people that's like knowledge equals 100% certainty, and I know nothing. Okay, unless you're one of those people, right? You're gonna have knowledge of basic logic, right? You're gonna have knowledge of that. That's not just gonna be an opinion, right? So, like, again, unless you take some like insane stance that you're not gonna be able to justify, it's just not gonna follow from anything you believe, right? Like, there are ways that you can argue that, like, all of it's relative or whatever, but you're not one of the people that's going to be able to do that. And even those arguments fall apart under scrutiny. Anyways. Let's see here. KFC is mid. I went with the kernel over cheeses because yummy fried chicken. I see. What is relative? I guess like I don't know, if somebody like, I don't know, if somebody like I've heard people, I have heard people that are like decent at arguing, argue that the laws of logic aren't objective, I guess, is what I meant to say. Like they've like made the case. No, I don't think that it was like, I don't think that they were correct. But, like, you technically can make the case for it, but I think it falls apart under scrutiny. So, but I don't even think that, like, this person would be able to make a respectable case for it, right? I don't know. I'm gonna end stream soon anyway, but, OMG Femyoz, you should do the Discord debate thing again. Maybe tomorrow I will. I'm not gonna do it tonight because I'm tired. But I don't believe in identity as a thing. Like as an objective thing. Do you mean like social identity? Yeah, that's gonna be a social fiction, right? That only exists in the context of our society. Anyways, yes, get sleep. I will. Maybe. I like chicken, it tastes good. That controversial take. Very brave of you. Hiya, bottom yos cutie. I'm not a bottom. I mean, identity as in the law of identity? Why don't you believe in the law of identity? What's your argument against it? Like, do you believe that A equals A can be false? Like, do you think that that can be false? Like, do you think that A can equal not A? Here's a controversial take. Femyoz is a top. That should be the status quo. Yeah, that should be everybody's take. Yes, you are? No, I'm not a bottom. Shut up. I don't think there's a such thing as an A. Well, A would just be a variable. It could refer to anything, right? So A could refer to my computer mouse, right? So if I were to say that this right here is my computer mouse, right? I cannot also say that it's not my computer mouse. It's either the case that it is my computer mouse or that it's not my computer mouse. This isn't a not computer mouse, right? That doesn't make any sense.